HOC and World Wrestling Network presents the ID Showcase Battle of Champions! My name is Matthew Lloyd, and tonight I have the honor of being your host tonight. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has come, the time has arrived, and so I ask you, who's ready for some action? Well, then let's make it happen.
So welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is the ambassador of professional wrestling, Trevin Adams, joined by the Emerald Emperor himself, Simon Says. And tonight, House of Champions presents ID Showcase. Simon, we're live here on youtube.com/WWN Live. Are you excited, my friend?
It would be a physical impossibility for me to be any more pumped for this right now. Trevin, you and I get the eagle eye. We got the best seat in the house for the ID Showcase here live from Longwood, Florida. I love this song.
So does Sean Legacy and the people.
This crowd is firmly behind Mr. Legacy right now, our first competitor.
I love it. I love it. And what a different reaction here for It's Gall coming in. As you already said, we are in Longwood, Florida, House of Champions, home base. It's been an awesome day here. We'll talk a little bit later about the seminar, the knowledge drop today. You'll see some of these standouts from the seminar. But speaking of standouts, wow.
Mr. Mint Condition, Trev. Doesn't something still have to be in the package to be mint condition? I mean, this guy looks like $1 trillion. And look, he's not afraid to show it off either.
And he'll let you know that is for sure.
As you said, a fountain of knowledge bestowed upon the seminar earlier tonight.
I'm looking great.
Longwood, your opening contest is a WWE ID Showcase match set for one fall. Introducing first, from Augusta, Georgia, weighing at 210 pounds, Super Sean Legacy! And his opponents.
Oh yeah.
From Mount Olympus, he's in perfectly mint condition. It's gone!
Ring introductions from Matthew Scott Lloyd complete. We are just about under the way here. Official Dave Sanderson.
A battle of the beefcakes here, Trev. These guys are chiseled. Look at these six-packs. Golly, how do you contain it all?
You're not exaggerating when you talk about the physical specimen. Not just that is Gall, but as well Sean Legacy. You can see Sean taking a while. Ooh.
Ducked out of the way just in time. Looks like he had that chop well scouted. Where's he going? We're in the middle of a match, Trevin. Is he asking for the microphone
Gall
right now?
is asking for the mic.
No. Here's what we're gonna do. Listen, there's gonna be plenty of wrestling tonight for you guys. Plenty of wrestling. And Sean, you might be a better pro wrestler, but It's Gall is a better athlete, aka stud. Oh yeah.
Oh boy.
So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a stud contest right now and figure out who's the best athlete in WWE ID. And I'm talking squats, yup. Push-ups, yup. Sit-ups, oh yeah. What do you say, dummy? You know what, I appreciate you calling me a better wrestler, because we all can agree on that. But now you're talking about this athlete saying you're a better athlete. Okay, you know what? I think you might be onto something. But under one condition. You put your medals on the line. Nah, those are gold medals. Wait. Hey, those are medals. What's the matter, son? Are you chicken? I'm not a chicken. You know what? Fine. Medals on the line.
I guess it's like a WWE.
You're gonna find out by we're going in condition. There is no competition. First one, it's gonna be squats.
Looks like Gall's got a case of the Marty McFlys. The old Euro chicken worked.
Ready? Air squats.
Ready for this?
I was about to joke. It's a WWE ID combine, apparently. I cut off. Those are good. Those are breaking the midline.
Trev, you should get up and do them along with them.
You know, I'm not going to joke. I can. I just won't be as good. I know how to do squats.
Oh. Folks, get the medic out here.
Charlie horse, perhaps, here for It's Gall. So it looks like.
Perhaps a lack of hydration caused the cramp.
Oh, wait. Hold on.
Oh, boy.
I don't know. Twerking was part of the competition. You know, Gall is a 3-time men's physique champion.
No. You know what? Fine. It's an upper body business anyways. And in his chest and best day, we're gonna do push-ups. Alright?
Looks like we're changing things up here, Trev.
I mean, Gall can actually pin you while doing push-ups. So my money's actually on Gall on this one. I kid you not.
And so Legacy's no slouch there. Perfect position. Here we go. 1. Ooh, the crowd counting along.
Yeah, these aren't bro-ups. These are actually legitimate push-ups, ladies and gentlemen. You can see both men. Oh.
And not the girl push-ups. I saw David Sanderson, a referee, doing backstage. What the heck?
And, of course, the official distracted.
Hey, a win's a win.
Dave Sanderson was taking out the sunglasses, and Gall took the arm of Legacy.
What? I missed that. What happened?
Yeah, of course. Of course you missed that. So does that make us 1-1? Oh, we're going to have more talking.
All right, last one, best one. You gotta keep it clean, keep it tight, the after blazing through the night. We're gonna do some sit-ups.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
Spot me, dummy. Spot me. How am I spotting you? Step right here. Have you ever worked out? All right, and begin. Boosh. Boosh.
I mean, the core is pretty amazing of Gall. I'm going to be honest, Simon.
Textbook. These are textbook sit-ups.
They're really good. They're great crunches here.
Take some notes.
Telling Legacy to take notes. Look at the abs on Legacy, though.
I'm interested to see who has this one, and it looks like Gall is starting to feel the burn.
Slowing down. Oh. Pushing Gall. Come on.
That's it. All right, 17.
All right, 17 is the number to beat.
I have to beat 17.
Camera guy.
Get a good shot of that. Get a good shot of that. You can wash your clothes on those abs.
Not going to argue.
Wow.
And now Legacy's turn. 17 is the magic number, folks.
And this is the tiebreaker, if you will. It's 1-1. According to Gall, it'll only be 3 events here in this ID Combine.
The stud-off has commenced.
A stud off. I love it.
I think he's slowing down, Trev.
I don't think so. I don't even think Legacy's breaking a sweat here, Simon.
Struggling. Oh.
You can see Gall's getting nervous. 2 more. 1 more. We're tied.
We are at, oh,
Can you do it, Legacy?
will he? There's a cover. 1, 2. Oh.
And I think we're back to match up here. Ridiculous. You can see Gall about to lose his own competition.
I think Gall had that, but man, what a great tactic. What great mentality to lure him into a false sense of, oh, God.
Now, this time the chop is not pulled by Sean Legacy. And, you know, Legacy, you got to think there's some frustration recently coming up short. Ouch.
Trev, every time he's hit Gall, it sounds like someone's cracking a whip in here.
No exaggeration. Legacy was very close 2 times in recent history on becoming the Evolve champion.
He's become a hiccup, you know, a real standout here in the ID program. Between the ropes, though.
Catching Gall coming in, and you got to think for Legacy, looking to build back that momentum. But Gall, great counter, and holds the ropes. What the heck?
By hook or by crook.
It's Gall just stole this victory. Ridiculous.
You use that word so loosely. He holds on to his medals, and he walks out the victor in our opening contest here, Trev. Stole.
Well, indeed, the threat to Gall's medal that he chose to put on the line cheated his way out of having to potentially lose him. Held the ropes, of course, as well to win the matchup. Sean Legacy not having the matchup he expected here at the ID Showcase. A very unique way to kick things off here, Simon.
Gotta stay on your toes if you're in the ring with a guy like Gall.
No question.
The following contest is a four-way match set for one fall. Introducing first.
The Private Eye, Slade Porter, the man on his way. First of four competitor standouts earlier today, Simon. Opportunity to have some knowledge dropped, a unique seminar situation here at House of Champions. And Slade, one of four talents that absolutely stood out. We know Slade Porter well from WWN Proving Ground, but also regular here at House of Champions. So trust me, these people know what to expect from the Private Eye.
I have it on good authority that he really impressed at that seminar.
Well, yeah, I was there. I told you he was really good.
Not hear from you. I heard it from a bigger source.
Another man we know well here on WWN, Poppy D.
It is an all-star showcase of our very own WWN All-Stars, folks. Poppy D, Slade Porter, both these guys no strangers to our audience, and we're going to see what they've got in this fatal four-way, though, Trev.
Indeed, as well as a few new faces they don't know. I will tell you, Poppy's got a bit of a different attitude here in Longwood. You're going to be able to tell. It's not the Poppy we're used to seeing in WWN, but it is a Poppy who knows what success is.
And next.
I threw him off.
Nope.
Didn't think so.
How you doing?
Don't care, baby. Get a look at it right here.
Weighing 175 pounds. Long hair.
Jake Powers, young man. I actually saw for the first time today here, Simon.
Yeah, he's a brand new face to me as well. The only thing I know about this guy is that he's got long hair, doesn't care, and trained by the incomparable Dory Funk Jr.
That is absolute credentials. He even spent 2 years helping train at the Funkin' Conservatory. Young man stood out earlier and gave us an opportunity tonight to stand out. Also a regular at NWA.
And you know the other cool thing, Trevin, not only is this a showcase, some guys we know, some guys we don't. A lot of these guys are strangers to each other. These are first-time matches.
No question.
And finally.
And this is a man known very well at this building.
of the proprietors of House of Champions. As Trevin Adams said, he is one of the folks responsible for molding the youth, the future of our wrestling industry here at the House of Champions in Longwood, Florida.
You can learn more about House of Champions at thehawkpro.com. In fact, their next event is actually January 22nd right here at their home in Longwood called New Year's Warfare. We'll find out who's going to be the House of Champions champion a little bit later tonight, but right now it is the 4 standouts from earlier today. It's a chance for supremacy here, Simon.
What a nod. What a pat on the back to be able to be one of the 4 selected for this competition, for this match here tonight, right now, Trevin. And by the way, did Matthew Lloyd say he's a 3-time sexiest dad?
He did.
What an accolade.
I mean, I'm not going to argue. JB's in some pretty good shape.
As a former nominee myself, that is an outstanding thing to add to your resume. Look at Stanley. Look at all these guys. These guys look like action figures.
Fatal 4-way, and you can see jumping right in. Poppy D, as well as Jake Powers, wasting no time. One fall to a finish, Simon. Here's the situation. It's going to be shock and all. You're going to need eyes in the back of your head, the side of your head, and is this an alliance?
Every man for himself. The action got started so quickly, Trevin. Poppy hasn't even been able to take his tearaway pants off yet.
A little do-si-do there, and Jamie as well as Slade Porter able to take back control again. First fall will win. Official Jeff Flores is going to be up to his eyeballs here. Hold on.
Got his hands full. Oh, looks like we got a little bit of an alliance going on between Stanley and Porter.
Ready? Let's go.
Looks like we might see tangent suplexes.
Same cool time.
We'll see how long this alliance, though, lasts between Jamie and Slade.
Well, here's the interesting dynamic, Trevin. Slade Porter is actually currently training here at the House of Champions. So Stanley is one of his trainers.
And Slade's also not afraid to take shortcuts as Poppy D gets his leg swept off. Back first on the apron. That could be the end of Poppy D in this matchup.
Slade Porter just gave Poppy D what I like to call a backiotomy. That looked like it hurts. Stanley on the ring, goes to whip Powers. Reversal back into the corner, and he eats a boot for his troubles. We got some action going on out here too, Trevin.
All over the place, and the strength on display of Jamie Stanley, making it look easy.
I can do that, I just don't want to. But he's swinging him around like he's trying to daze him. Putting him down. Oh, what a gentleman, what a guy.
Really letting him go, I can't believe it. Oh, the knockout blow with the knee there. Jake Powers might be thinking twice, but watch out for Poppy D. Jamie has no clue, like I mentioned.
Poised on the apron, big springboard in, big clothesline, takes Stanley down to the mat.
You never know where the action's gonna come from here, and Poppy D choking there, and well, I think you were waiting for this.
There it is. Powers eats a face full of pants.
We already talked about every Monday night, 7 p.m. Eastern. Hold on, Pinfall. It's WWN Proving Ground Monday Night Mayhem, including this very Monday. I heard a rumor that the Emerald Emperor is going to be in action.
It is going to be a must-see TV episode of Proving Ground. We just had our Season 2 premiere last week. What a jumping European uppercut. I'm going to be darning the boots, Trevin, this Monday.
And it streams free, youtube.com/WWN Live, as well as facebook.com/WWN Promotions. And 2 regulars that we do know here facing off is, looks like Slade able to put on the brakes and the 2 boots to the face.
That was awesome. What an unorthodox stop. Can I ask you something? Have you ever been chopped like that, Trevin?
Well, I can tell you this. I've never been crotched in the corner like that. Jake Powers just took out Slade Porter.
You're not missing it. It's not as fun as it sounds. Look at the athleticism on Stanley, though. He called himself that dude, and that dude is stopping the action right now.
Stanley, about 11, 12 years in the sport. Yeah, making a little mistake here.
Stopping the jaw jack with a guy like Powers behind him.
That dude. You're a joke! You're a joke!
Caught again, and Powers tossed into Poppy D.
Jimmy Stanley almost playing the role of traffic cop here during this match.
I'll tell you, Jake Powers, really a talented guy. You've seen in Premier Wrestling Federation. Oof.
Poppy D now taking the shot after shot, as is Powers.
Oh, but yeah, both men taken down and trying to give Jake a little bit of a shout out. Poor guy just can't get out of the gate here. And you can tell right now, Jamie Stanley feeling good. Home field advantage.
Mr. Adams, auspicious by his absence, is Slade Porter. Seems to be down and out, nowhere to be found in this match right now.
Well, this could be the end here. Oh no, raking the eyes, and there's Jake Powers, a man that's arrogant, high-flying like we've already seen. And by the way, 3-time deadlift champion, believe it or not. Jake Powers deadlifted 506 pounds.
No way.
Look at the size of this guy. And I don't mean that to insult him. He's in phenomenal shape. But now here's another mistake. Did we learn nothing? Beautiful comb, though. Beautiful comb.
Oh my God. A super kick to the back of the dome. That will put you not only down, but on the shelf.
Yeah, I kind of think this could be the end of things here. Poppy D. Oof.
Golly, a package DDT. Oh, and he's got him in a front face lock. This could be it. We could see a submission victory for Poppy D.
A unique submission now trying to turn things around. I don't know, he's heading towards the front chancery. No, Dragon Sleeper here from Poppy D. Powers is in a lot of trouble, but able to get a knee and kick off Poppy D.
The flexibility of Powers on display there. It's Porter's back. Sliding through.
It's a miracle the Private Eye is back. Might be singing a little higher now, but fighting off two men.
You know, if you look up the word grit in the dictionary, Trevin, you will see Slade Porter.
And you're not wrong about that. I am a big fan of Slade Porter, despite the attitude and a little bit of a malfunction at the junction there. What do you call that, Simon?
You just call that settle down and sit down, because he's going to put both these guys on their butts. Oh my God, a reverse DDT when he made the other guy DDT his opponent.
That's a DDT squared to say the least, or maybe countered pinfall.
Trevor, you know, you and I talked about what an accolade it is to be the 4 guys picked from the seminar for this. But can you imagine the feather in the cap to whoever walks out of this match victorious, the winner of this 4-way?
You know the world, wrestling world's watching you, and is it time for the games afoot?
He could be setting up for that submission. Powers pulls out a comb. Porter's got a magnifying glass.
And a great counter into the pinfall here. No, able to kick out.
2 3/4 there for that cradle attempt. Oh, punch to the patella. Holy smokes.
Hey, it's smart here. If you're Slade Porter, you know you're going after the submission. Take out the man.
The game, Mr. Adams, is afoot.
Center of the ring as well. How long can Jake Powers hold on?
He's dead center of the ring. He might as well be miles away from that rope to break the hold. Poppy D's going up, Trevin.
And you can see Poppy D able to hit a prone Slade Porter, and Slade tangled by his own doing.
That is not a way you want your submission maneuver to be broken up. I'll take a stomp, I'll take a punch, but a splash from the top rope. Butterfly suplex position.
Punishment continues for Powers, and good night, my friend.
I think a fan just caught a Lucky Tooth souvenir.
But breaking up the pin after the Colada GTS. Poppy D style. Here's Jamie Stanley now.
Big right hand.
And we've seen Stanley as well, all over the sport, including NWA as well.
These guys have been around, Trev.
Oh, I know. I was going to say, it'll be a feather in the cap of anybody who can pin anybody in this match. Poppy's taking a little too long here and caught by Jamie Stanley. That's an ugly landing.
Peacocking on the top rope like that will only result in tragedy in a match like this against one opponent, let alone 3 others.
And Jake Powers almost took this thing in the moment here, and Stanley trying to hold on. You got people tangled on one side, rolling through. No, taken out. Slade Porter by the escape.
A casualty there. He's got him up in that rack position, Trevor. There it is.
And America's Jawline just took out Jake Powers, and I think this is it. What a match.
Wow.
What a battle. Feather in the cap here for Jamie Stanley, victorious here tonight in this fatal 4-way.
Poppy D tangled in the rope. Trevin couldn't get out, could not remove himself from the tanglement to break up that hold, and the proprietor of House of Champions proves why he is in charge of molding the future.
And we already said it, January the 22nd, right here. TheHawkPro.com. You can get all the details about New Year's Warfare. I get the feeling that it's going to take a while for Poppy D to feel better. Who knows what condition Slade Porter's in. Poor Jake Powers got beaten to a pulp. These guys really put each other through the ringer here.
100%. We got every ounce of action we expected from that fatal 4-way match.
And you know what the good part is? We got so much more still to come here. Appreciate you joining us. on the live stream here, youtube.com/WWN Live. Again, big shout out here to House of Champions hosting the ID Showcase. Love getting to do this again. Second time now, WWN collaborating with House of Champions and getting to host this great talent, this great ID talent, Simon.
Trev, we got more action, including some championship opportunities coming our way.
4 championships on the line: WWE ID Men's Championship, WWE ID Women's Championship, House of Champions Championship, and the WWE Evolve Championship. Stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen.
The following contest is a WWE ID Showcase match set for one fall.
Do you know when I get excited? I'm gonna be honest. I get excited when I see Timothy Thatcher.
Trevor, very few people send a tingle up my spine the way this guy does. There's nothing spooky about him. There's nothing otherworldly, but knowing the kind of violent competitor he is makes me uneasy.
It's funny, you meet Timothy Thatcher in person. Seems like a nice guy, and honestly, he is until you get in the squared circle. When you're here to fight, this is the dude who's ready to fight you.
Yeah, what a sweetheart, unless you are his opponent. Because golly, get ready to bite down and grit your teeth.
Not a lot of men have what it takes to stand across the ring from Timothy Thatcher. And it's going to be a big opportunity for a young man who's been globe-trotting here in Marcus Mathers.
Thatcher, 20 years in the business, known as the player coach, and he's about to coach this guy in a lesson in pain.
Mathers, a Philly boy just like myself. Always get excited when we get to talk about where to get the right cheesesteak, Simon.
Boy, I hate cheesesteaks.
And I hate to anger our producer, but it's not Pat Sergino's, it's Jim's. That's the right answer, it's Jim's. But nevertheless, kidding aside, Marcus Mathers, we'll talk a little more in a moment. What's next for Marcus Mathers? But man, this young man, the growth, the talent, not the first time he's had to face a man much larger than himself. But what a mountain to climb here tonight, Simon.
Yeah, you said what's next for this young kid? Timothy freaking Thatcher is what's next for this kid right now.
Introducing first, from Sacramento, California, weighing in at 222 pounds, Timothy Thatcher! And his opponents, from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, weighing in at 180 pounds, he is the finest, Marcus Mathers!
Some excitement in the air, to say the least. This ID Showcase match, ladies and gentlemen, it's Trevin Adams, Simon Says, and Timothy Thatcher versus Marcus Mathers underway.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are coming at you live from Longwood, Florida, and boy, oh boy, do we have one hell of an exhibition for you here. Mathers versus Thatcher. Gang, settle in because this is gonna be a good one.
And when it comes to WWE ID and the player coach, Timothy Thatcher, not only a former Evolve champion for nearly 3 years. In fact, last time we were in this very building for an ID Showcase, Timothy Thatcher a hair away from becoming the Evolve champion against Jackson Drake. But now you're seeing Marcus Mathers, a man who went through hell in his battles with Sam Holloway, a much larger man, just like right now, Thatcher, the larger man here.
They're surely not as big as Sam, but Thatcher's no small individual himself. And I want to point something out. We know his strikes are loud. His punches, his clubs, his chops. Listen to how loudly it is when he grabs you. Just Thatcher putting his hand on Mathers is echoing through this building.
The physicality is off the chain, to say the least, but look right now. Here is Marcus Mathers with a counter getting into the armbar here and going catch can against Thatcher, but how about the forearm? How about the forearm? So unique. It's the kind of thing, it's got that grit, that old school. You hear Timothy Thatcher intimidating our official Dave Sanderson.
And Sanderson is easily intimidated.
I'm intimidated just sitting over here, but great job by Mathers grabbing onto the finger. A little
Right
digit
angle.
manipulation, returning fire, if you will. The chin lock here. This is pretty well done here by Marcus.
Amazing, but look at Thatcher going right for the digits, right for the fingers. He knows how to escape. You know, Thatcher gives vibes, Trevin, of World of Sport. Those grit, unassuming looking European British wrestlers who will beat the snot out of you. And if Mathers is not careful, beat the snot out of him, Thatcher will.
You want to think about just the attitude in general as Thatcher fighting his way free. Once a West Side Extreme Wrestling WXW World Tag Team Champion, but the man named now known as Gunther under Ring Comp. Those two were running buddies. They have the same attitude, and for those of you who are familiar with Gunther, picture the same thing here in Thatcher, and the fact that Marcus Mathers is countering and twisting up Timothy Thatcher.
No, you're right. That's impressive.
Very impressive.
His mat work is impressive in and of itself, but the fact that he's doing it to the likes of Timothy Thatcher, I mean, you can see the Gunther influence. You can see he's a hard hitter. He's no nonsense. Using that turnbuckle to his advantage to get out of that hole. There it is.
Ooh, that European uppercut.
That'll rattle your soul.
Many men, well said, many men wouldn't even be able to continue in a matchup. And you see the pain on the face of Marcus Mathers as Thatcher not letting up even remotely here, but not yet giving up, or perhaps no.
And Trev, you're like me. One of the few things you and I have in common, we appreciate mat work, we appreciate wrestling, but we've switched gears here now. From that first and now second European uppercut, we have transitioned from hold for hold to now, let's see how tough you are, kid. Let's see how many of these you can take and stay on your feet.
You see Marcus Mathers is checking his teeth as his face is getting ripped off here by Thatcher, who, of course, Timothy Thatcher, not afraid to use the entire 5 count.
And that the player coach is not afraid to use every part of your anatomy to hurt you. Your face, your chest. Nice body slam, though.
And I love the intensity here from Marcus Mathers. Mathers knows what he needs to do, hooking the leg.
And staying on top of Thatcher, too. You can't give him any space to breathe. See, right there. You can't give him any opportunity at recovery.
Marcus Mathers.
You hear that, Trevin, though?
Oh, I can definitely hear the pain. I can hear the fact that maybe there's the wind knocked out of Marcus Mathers, who may be about to get his face ripped off again by Timothy Thatcher.
Arranging that nose.
You know, I talked to Marcus earlier today, and I was really excited for the young man, about a week away from a tour of Dragon Gate in Japan. And Mathers said, you know, this is going to be a good opportunity to kind of get the in-the-ring training from what to expect in Japan. But what shape will Marcus be in based on this match? Hold on the pin.
Another lateral press, but, you know, he's getting a real a crash course and getting your butt kicked in. The style that they like to practice in Japan, he's getting it from Thatcher right here in Longwood, Florida.
Thatcher, no stranger to Japan, of course, Pro Wrestling Noah, many tours over there. And I got to give it again to Marcus Mathers, just coming right back at Thatcher with the physicality. And this is how you earn the respect. It's the hard way, mind you, but you earn the respect of Timothy Thatcher by bringing it right to him.
It's one thing to say you can keep up, and it's another to put up with it. Not only is he taking it to Thatcher, but he's not intimidated. He's not shying back. He's not leveling down.
Was able to put on the brakes, trying perhaps to use the speed or agility, but Thatcher has had the answer thus far. And you notice Thatcher's not letting Marcus get too far away.
No, 1,000%. They are keeping very close range with each other, but the proximity pretty tight. Oh my God, a kick right to the mush.
And the heel may have just left an imprint on the face of Timothy Thatcher. It's not often you see Thatcher having to roll out of the ring. And yes, you get the advantage of killing the momentum of your opponent, but is Tim in trouble?
1,000 for Trevin. I don't think I've ever seen Thatcher have to regroup and reassess and take a moment to recover like that. That kick must have really rattled him. And talk about a rattling kick. Golly.
And the punt is good.
They got to get it back in the ring, though, man. What a shame it would be for Mathers if he wins or loses this match by countout.
And I don't think Marcus is going to waste any time here, not only getting Timothy back in, but on his way to follow in Thatcher. But there's Thatcher right back into things. And like we talked about, the momentum was stopped of Marcus Mathers. And yes, Tim had to eat 2 boots outside of the ring, but look at the face.
Oh, yeah. That's a face only a mother could love on payday. And T Thatcher met him at the ropes, and he is trying to make sure that on his tour in Japan that Mathers remembers each and every one of these European uppercuts.
I think Thatcher takes a lot of pride in the fact that he gives the wrestling lessons to the ID talents as the face again getting ripped off here. Oh, what an elbow.
I mean, but you just saw the mug of Thatcher looking right into the camera as he's hurting Mathers. I've had jack-o'-lanterns with nicer teeth, and Thatcher is not at all concerned with winning any beauty pageants. He's concerned with this, Trevin, trying to unscrew the head of Mathers.
Could you imagine if we could see an x-ray right now of the vertebrae of the neck of Marcus Mathers? But there's Mathers grabbing onto the digits of Thatcher and actually able to hit some, well, a kidney punch, but stopped immediately. There's the pin.
You know, we got a pretty a full house here at the House of Champions, and they are firmly behind Marcus Mathers because they can appreciate the tenacity he is showing, taking Timothy Thatcher's best shots.
What I love about what we get to do here in these ID showcases, Simon, is the intimate atmosphere. I think about it, these fans are getting to see up close and personal what it's like to be in the ring with the Timothy Thatcher. Credit to Mathers, who got his feet to the ropes, but is the solace worth it? Look at the continued assault.
Yeah, what ring presence. And yeah, no, I agree with you about these ID showcases. It's almost like awesome pro wrestling unplugged. Like MTV used to do those concerts, and we get to see matches like these and watch the player coach Timothy Thatcher put on an absolute clinic in pain. My God, look at that. The arm is not meant to turn in the way he's trying to turn it.
And Marcus held on desperately to stop perhaps what would have been a key lock, but there's the knee again. You get the man in the ribs, the kidneys, and now the arm.
Trevor, look away. I don't know if you want to see this.
This is not for the faint at heart, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, goodness.
That's the fingers, that's the wrist, that's the forearm, and that's the elbow in one swift kick.
And the shoulder as well.
That's right. That's right.
I mean, and you can see Marcus couldn't even hold on to the ropes. He's in so much pain because of the assault from Thatcher. And if Thatcher gets that armbar, man, the Fujiwara armbar.
And Trevor, I mean, you've shaken hands with Thatcher. The guy's got a grip like a vice. Imagine getting grabbed with ill intent on his behalf. You're not getting out of it. Look at this.
And you're absolutely right. And Tim again now twisting the arm. He's got the hand, the fingers, and
that just made my inside shiver.
You and I both know Marcus is going to be having a trip to the doctor,
to the ER, to something. He's got.
Thank you. To the doctor to get whatever you call the thing to hold your fingers together. Pinfall. He's gonna have a lot of tape and
a splint.
There you go. Pinfall. Oof. That is indeed the word I was looking for. And Thatcher just relentless. The constant pinfall attempts.
And look at the wrist. Look at the wrist.
Never letting go.
Not once. This guy's like a shark, like a pit bull. Once he's got you here, you're locked in.
But watch Marcus Mathers going. Ooh. Well, was trying to go head-to-head, and Timothy Thatcher indeed known for those headbutts.
You know, they say the Samoan competitors in wrestling have hard heads. Timothy Thatcher could give those guys a run for their money.
And Thatcher's not afraid to hurt himself in the process.
Not at all. I don't even he feels it.
And that's kind of the thing when it comes to Timothy. He's not doing it recklessly. It's more, I'm willing because I know I'm hurting you more to do it. But now is Marcus starting to come back?
What a great point you just made, Trevin. He's not doing it carelessly. He's using his entire body as a battering ram.
And there was the springboard cutter. It can, yes, Mathers gets Thatcher over in the German with the bridge, but not enough.
A deadlift German. If he would have had the full bridge, he might have gotten it, but Thatcher still had plenty left in the tank to kick out. Look at that face. Look at the mug on Thatcher.
Everything about Timothy Thatcher is intimidating. Like you said, from the moment the bell rings, you know you are in a battle. And you can see right here the attempt at the Broad Street Buster, but Timothy Thatcher is a big man to pick up for that and able to counter away.
Not just that, Trevor. I think Marcus's fingers might be too swollen to have gotten a full grip on the tights to get him over. No.
You're not wrong. The beautiful belly to belly, taking the oxygen out of the lungs, and the entire time Mathers having to fight. But now you notice Thatcher slowed down a little bit here. And I got to ask you, Simon, is Thatcher showing the effects of the matchup?
Perhaps he's trying to just slow the pace down to a pace where he is comfortable. Thatcher doesn't move fast. He doesn't have to. He doesn't snap. He is very deliberate in his movement. Look at him, just stalking. Setting him up for something. Could be going for that belly-to-belly again. No, reversal.
And a great reversal, belly-to-belly from Marcus Mathers. Got the leg hooked. Not enough.
No, it's going to take a lot more than that. Timothy Thatcher's a guy that I don't want to run into in a dark alley. I don't want to see him in a bright alley. And he's showing why. Look at this, just taking it and coming back for more.
And if there's anything I can give a lot of credit to Marcus Mathers for, it's the fact that this young man has fought all over the world, all over the United States, including since joining the WWE ID program. This guy has never slowed down. He keeps getting better. He's in the best shape of his life. And the question now is that going to be enough? Is that going to be enough here for Mathers to beat the player coach? But there's that headbutt again.
I mean, Marcus is in great shape. Marcus Mathers is in absolute fine condition, but the fact that he survived the match against Sam Holloway, who is a literal giant compared to him, that just tells you about the grit that Mathers has.
And that's one of many examples when it comes to Mathers, both whether it's here with the other ID talent or just elsewhere in the sport. GCW Beyond, wherever you've seen Mathers taken down by that shoulder tackle. And I think it's a pivotal moment here, really, for both athletes as Mathers is caught.
Oh, and a big elbow. And look at the athleticism this late in the match. Oh, no, he floats over.
And got him! What a battle. Gonna tell you right now, Simon, of an absolute clinic. And the face of Timothy Thatcher, though, it tells the story. Took a lot out of Thatcher to win this matchup.
With the veteran instinct. Ring awareness, he got it.
Thatcher wasted no time getting out of here as well. And you can see Mathers, while disappointed, there should be no disappointment in this loss, because I'm going to tell you right now, not only did Mathers fight from underneath the entire match, never gave up, and perhaps was a hair away from beating Thatcher, just Thatcher had the counter, turned the momentum around, won the match.
Oh, TA, you nailed it. That could have gone either way. This kid should not hang his head, but hold it up, because he kept up with one of the toughest men.
And it's time for tag team action. The Vanity Project in full effect, and the graphic may not say it, but indeed, with the Evolve champion Jackson Drake and Swipe Right, man, you want to talk about acceleration. Simon says these three athletes, from where they started a little over a year ago to where they are today, night and day in their careers since being ID'd.
Trev, are they cocky? Yes. Do they back it up? Also yes. With our Evolve champion, Dr. Thirst himself, Jackson Drake, these guys are about to show why they are everything they say that they are and more.
Do not like the attitude, but I surely respect the athletes. The Vanity Project, these three, you've seen them on Tubi, you've seen them at Evolve Wrestling.
But you know what, Trev? You don't have to like it. And these guys absolutely don't care, because they're not here to win the fan vote, the popular vote. They are here to make names for themselves, and that is absolutely what they've done.
I'm eager to see what this unique team brings to the game. Jaquan McNair, Mike Cunningham.
The tangent of McNair and Cunningham might have their full night's work cut out for them against the guys in Swipe Right, because Vanity Project are a well-oiled, finely tuned tag team machine, Trevin, and these guys are really gonna put their... What's that doing? Holy smokes! What the puppy? These pant removal was impressive.
Set things down for the official introductions.
And their opponents. First, from Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Hellcat, and his tag team partner, bringing the main man energy from Phoenix, Arizona.
Yes, sir.
Weighing in at 215 pounds, Mike, the main man, Cunningham.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, main man. Let's do it. Let's go.
Tag team showcase about to be underway here, ladies and gentlemen. Trevin Adams with Simon Says, and the infamous swipe right facing off against two of the newest signees under WWE ID in Jaquan McNair and Mike Cunningham. And the reality of the situation is you have well-oiled machine versus two athletes that are phenomenal individual single stars. Will they be able to gel together here, Simon?
Trev, finely tuned tag team instinct will trump any awesome duo that is put together of individual athletes. I mean, McNair's amazing. Look at him. Could he leave some muscles for the rest of us? But swipe right, the vanity project.
Quick pinfall attempt, but didn't get the shoulders down. Great crucifix, though. Well done by Ricky Smokes.
These guys are taking it to each other. What a waistlock takedown. That's what I'm saying. McNair is a super athlete, but under the tutelage of our evolved champion Jackson Drake, swipe right absolutely know what they're doing and can almost communicate through osmosis.
Well, that quick pinfall attempt when you're by yourself, shoulders down again, doesn't matter. Brad Baylor cannot help Ricky Smokes if Jaquan McNair does not let go. And I'll tell you, Jaquan, man, former NCAA D1 wrestler, three-time NCAA qualifier, 80-plus D1 collegiate wins, top 16 in the country his senior year. I mean, you want to talk about Matt credentials. What?
Come on.
I'm sorry,
Come
what?
on. Come on. Did he just touch the ceiling off that jump? Right as you were saying it, Trevin. Giving him his flowers as an athlete. He showed us.
Good God. Raw talent, raw athleticism, and Brad Baylor immediately caught with the armbar. And wow, and if you were curious who Jaquan McNair was, the 10-foot leap might be a hint.
What, 10 feet? That is playing it safe. This guy, amazing. My jaw is dropped. You know, he's in there with Brad Baylor, a guy who was trained by a horseman, by the way, trained by Paul Roma, and McNair is taking it to him tenfold.
And here's the thing when it comes to McNair, man, known as the Hellcat, just because he's so unpredictable, so explosive, the dynamics, the power. This young man had an opportunity to talk to him a little bit earlier today, and I was just impressed by the attitude. And you want to talk about impressive, how about the energy of Mike Cunningham? Look at the jump into the, the height of that lead. Both athletes are insane.
I think Cunningham has two settings there, Trevin. Fast and faster. That is it. And double splash.
And you want to talk about people to be trained by. How about Billy Gunn, Cody Rhodes, currently the Nightmare Factory heavyweight champion. Cunningham has a great resume, but back to that point, as you can see here, some tag team unity. And we had questioned what might happen, and well, this duo, what a leg lariat.
You know, McNair and Cunningham.
Hold on, pin.
Not enough. They do have awesome accolades. They have great resumes. But here on WWID Showcase, what matters is what you've proved in front of us, in front of this crowd. And Swipe Right have been on a tear, including being mentored by our Evolved champion. Oh, and a shove off the top. That was a nasty fall.
I wouldn't say so much mentored as in running buddies, right? I mean, these guys, you see them on Evolve on Tubi every Wednesday night. These guys have been killing it. They have, you can't deny it, the Vanity Project. These guys are on another level, and that's the challenge here. I think Jaquan McNair, I think when it comes to Mike Cunningham, again, the ingredients are there. The raw potential is there, but Smokes, Baylor, they're on another level, Simon. And I don't know if you picked up on it during the ring introduction when our buddy Matthew Scott Lloyd said it. Swipe Right are now from Winter Park, Florida.
Hometown boys.
Well, no, they're not hometown boys. They relocated to be closer to the Performance Center where they're constantly training. And that is the difference maker when it comes to Swipe Right.
Well, now they can claim to be hometown boys.
Fair enough.
Now they can be one of my people. We're not Philly people like you, Trevin Adams, Mr. Cheesesteak. You know, what does it take to keep a guy like McNair down? This. Aggression, a chip on your shoulder, an attitude, and these guys have cut the ring in half. Where's Cunningham? Where is he?
Oh, I don't disagree. Look, I stand behind the talent of Swipe Right. I've said it before. Don't love the attitude, but you can't deny there is going to be tag team gold in the future of these two young men. Pinfall.
Trevin Adams, you can't hop on the bandwagon now. In the introduction, you refer to them as infamous.
They
Infamous.
are.
As someone that has been on the receiving end of your questionable journalism, to say the least, these two, and I know Cunningham can't take many more shots like the one he just took from Swipe Right. These clubbing blows, you could see the sweat flying off of McNair with every strike, and there's another one for you.
And right now, as Ricky Smokes is tagged in, Brad Baylor, you said it, just going to town here. And
you know, if you look up tag team supremacy in the wrestling dictionary, you're going to see Swipe Right. That's it. I'm going to make a comment that bold that these guys are the epitome of what they're showing it right now.
I'm not going to argue. When you add Jackson, Drake in it, it really is 3 all-stars, pinfall, and a quick kick out there. Well, I shouldn't quite say quick. Oh, was there a choke or a pin there?
Why you are such a you are such a conspiracy theorist. No choke. It was just a lateral press.
Okay.
Somebody get Trevin's tinfoil hat, please, because he needs it. That chin lock is locked in tight. There is absolutely no space, not even the area to run a finger through, but somehow McNair fights his way back to his feet.
And back to my point from earlier, the athleticism, but the know-how. And the thing is, when it comes to Ricky Smokes, this man, not only did he come in already good, oh wait, great counter the sunset flip.
Is he gonna, nope, McNair had that scouted. Over a backslide here, Trevin, could we see?
Is it enough? We're getting to really learn a lot about McNair here, but there it is. Brad Baylor, and what I was starting to say, started out at the New England Pro Wrestling Academy, already great fundamentals from there, and then you take the last year plus as part of WWE ID. You've seen him evolve, and even the fact on NXT, and the pinfall. It's somehow not over. I honestly thought that was it.
These guys are running to be on Wednesday nights. These guys are the cream of the crop over there, and we're seeing it right now. Not only is this an ID showcase, this is a tag team showcase, a Vanity Project showcase, and a Swipe Right showcase right now. Unfortunately, McNair and Cunningham are on the opposite awful receiving end of this exhibition.
Well, you're seeing here an attempt to fight out McNair. His partner was taken out earlier.
Cunningham's been down and out most of this match.
Well, it's back to Swipe Right. They know what they're doing when it comes to cutting off the ring, but there it is. And is McNair going to be able to make it over to Cunningham?
And look at the two settings I said for Cunningham. Fast and faster. He's taking some nasty shots tonight, and look at how fired up he is on the apron.
Mike Cunningham says he has main man energy, and I'm seeing it right now, the MME, if you will. Can the MME get in the ring?
Trying to will McNair over. McNair needs this tag more than anything.
And there is it gonna happen, and we're gonna go now from potential to kinetic energy.
House of Fire, folks, here in Longwood, Florida.
Here in the shadow of Orlando, and Cunningham getting that opportunity to show what he can do. What speed with that clothesline.
Did somebody clock that? How many miles per hour was that line?
That beautiful elbow, the height again coming here from Mike Cunningham. Both Cunningham and McNair are just insane physical specimens, and coming out of the corner.
A rolling front face lock into a Falcon's arrow.
And you see, you beat me to it. You see the unity again. Baylor saw Smokes was in trouble and comes in to save his buddy, but Cunningham.
Skin of the cat getting back in the ring and sends him out for his troubles.
Baylor had no clue, and now, wow, there it is. The main objective, is this it? No, wow.
And there you see the influences of his trainer, Billy Gunn, a modified version of the Famouser, almost had this match won for McNair and Cunningham.
It's true, the MO, if you will, and you're exactly right. Not a lot of guys could even physically do that, but even less could kick out. And the fact that somehow Ricky Smoke still in this thing, and now able to tag Baylor. I think it's going to be the unity that's going to be the difference maker here, Simon.
Did you hear that elbow just make, again, he is rocking the jaw of Swipe Right repeatedly, time. How are these guys still standing?
I give it to Swipe Right because they are refusing to back down from an assault here. And wow!
Beautiful.
Is that enough?
Tag team covered. No.
And unique offense here, the tandem offense, that is the difference maker, Simon. It's two men working as a unit. You can see just the disbelief on the face of Brad Baylor, arguing with the official.
Trevin, I hate how much fun I'm having sitting here with you, witnessing this action, but golly. And after all the beating that McNair took in the match, he is on his respective corner begging for a tag. However, Swipe Right are doing what they did to McNair just a little bit ago and cutting the ring in half with Cunningham in there now. Absolutely imposing their will on Mr. Main Man Energy, and he falls out of it. A meeting of the minds.
And not the kind that Swipe Right was looking for. Now the tag to Jaquan McNair, and is it going to be quick tag back to Cunningham? Is it going to be an upset here tonight? At this ID showcase, German suplex, Smoke's in trouble, missile drop kick.
What a...
Is it? Whoa!
Trevin, I saw the match be over. I witnessed it in my mind. How did he kick out of that?
I'm telling you right now, a year ago, before ID, that was it.
Yeah.
Swipe Right was not surviving that. Instead, Ricky Smokes is now in the shape of his life. He's been trained up to the next level, and we're gonna find out, though, can he weather this storm of this unique tandem in there?
Gets him out of dodge, and the McNair eats a post for his troubles.
Baylor with the save, but Cunningham, what a bicycle kick, and the big savant kick. This kid's wild.
He's cleaning house like a French maid, and there is the great equalizer behind referee Jeffrey Flores' back. There's the tag. Cunningham could be done for.
Now, as you know, when you're not good enough to win, you gotta bend the rules.
Oh boy. Smokes is gonna fly. Double stomp into the Dragon DDT. That's it.
Well, I'll give it.
I missed what happened to put Cunningham down, but
Of course you did. It's gonna say, I'll give it.
victory.
To Swipe Right, a victory is a victory. But the fact that they got pushed like this tonight says something about the newcomers, Mike Cunningham, Jaquan McNair, and I cannot wait to see more of these two young men. And watch out, McNair's coming in the ring.
He is not. Oh my goodness! Jeez Louise!
May have taken the head off.
We might need some security out here. That was insane. But Trevin, I'm gonna say this: I may have a new favorite wrestler, Jaquan McNair.
Well, your favorite wrestler may be
Well, that hurt. That hurt me to watch.
hit it and quit it.
Hell yeah! Those are my boys. Give it up for Swipe Right!
Trevin, stand up with me and clap.
Alright, now listen, here's the thing. We've been to the House of Champions before. We know exactly how you people are. We know that each and every one of you are a bit on the slower side. Respectfully. So let me just remind you, whether it's on WWE Evolve every Wednesday on Tubi, whether it's at an ID showcase anywhere in the country, the Vanity Project runs every single joint that we grace with our presence. It don't matter. So tonight, Heartbreak Drake is back to do exactly what Heartbreak Drake does best, and that is make history. When I defend my WWE Evolve Championship against somebody who, quite frankly, should be thanking their lucky stars for the opportunity to be in this ring with Dr. Thirst. And I'm talking about Big Sam Holloway. Speaking of Sam Holloway, Ricky, Brad, did you guys know they could stack crap that hard? I definitely did.
But there is Sam Holloway, and the big man.
That is not a guy you want to piss off.
No, and you notice the Evolve champion got out and got out again.
Yeah, thought better of it. Smart move by Mr. Drake. You don't become and stay Evolve Champion by making dumb decisions. Other than smack talking Sam here, later Drake's getting out dodge.
Later today, Holloway has the opportunity against Jackson Drake. Man, I can't wait. WWE Evolve Championship being defended here. How about this? It's House of Champions. We're streaming live on WWN, and we're going to have an official WWE Championship defended. And maybe we're looking at the next WWE of...
Oh. Jackson Drake had a lot to say about making history. But how about Big Sam makes some history tonight at HOC? Tonight, I'm going to make a statement. I'm going to become the second ever WWE Evolve Champion. Dr. Nurse, right? You guys cannot do anything about it.
Trevin Adams, it is power versus athleticism. Size versus finesse. Sam Holloway versus Jackson Drake with the Evolve Championship on the line.
And that is coming up just a little bit later on at this ID Showcase, streaming here, youtube.com/WWN Live. We're coming at you from House of Champions. We're in the shadow of Orlando, Florida in Longwood right now. And as stated, are we looking at the next WWE Evolve Champion? Shout out again, Mike Cunningham, Jaquan McNair, great showings. And how about another championship match?
Who's ready to get kawaii with your hero? Ooh.
Do you know what this song is?
What is this?
You're pretty good at nerdy stuff.
What is this supposed to mean?
The Excel Saga, Academia coming out to a anime older than her, probably by, well, not quite twice over, but nevertheless, one of my favorite anime from back in the day. Kidding aside, young lady with a huge opportunity tonight. WWE ID Women's Championship will be on the line. We'll talk a little more about the credentials of both women, but Academia, man.
You know what my favorite
Your
anime
hero.
is?
What's that?
None. I'm an adult.
I knew you'd be like that.
Come on. Academia now, your superhero. She's going to be powering up these shots. Looking to get 100% on a strike and potentially walk out of here with a huge feather in her anime cap. And I know you folks can't see this right now, but Trevin Adams is dancing sitting next to me. I'm not with him. No. Nope.
Do I have to stop the music?
Immediately, please. Nothing would thrill me more.
And the second ever WWE ID Women's Champion, Laney Luck. We'll talk a little more about how she became that champion back in November.
Laney Luck. Luck be a Laney tonight.
Well, tonight, defending that championship, and if successful, we'll be defending that championship tomorrow at Shine 85. We'll talk more about that as well in a bit, but I think it's time for the official introductions.
The following is a singles match set for one fall. And it is for the WWE ID Women's Championship. Introducing first, the challenger. Straight out of a mega panel, she is the main character of everyone's favorite anime. Your hero, from Texas and residing in Chicago, Illinois, she is the WWE ID Women's Champion, Lady Luck.
Official introductions from Matthew Scott Lloyd complete.
Trevin, I don't like Erica Demia. Everything about her makes me angry. I don't like how colorful she is. I don't like that the fans love her. I don't like how smiley and upbeat she is. It makes me sick. But we're going to see if she can become champion here right now.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, of the voice of Simon says, I am indeed Trevin Adams, and we are underway. WWE ID Women's Championship match. We're coming to you from House of Champions in the shadow of Orlando, Florida. And are we going to see a show of respect before this matchup?
Oh, surprising.
Indeed. And let me talk a little bit of history here. Lady Luck is the second ever WWE ID Women's Champion. First ever Kylie Ray. And hold on, quick pinfall. Kylie taking maternity leave, and the title was relinquished as Laney tells Erica Demia, I almost beat you quickly, whether true or not. What ended up happening was there was a 6-woman elimination at the Wrestling Open in Rhode Island all the way back in mid-November. And here's what happened. There were 5 other women who were defeated ultimately by Laney Luck. And one of those women was Erica Demia. And not only a standout, of course, getting this opportunity here tonight. And what comes with this? Not just the title, Simon. If Erica Demia defeats Laney Luck, just like Laney Luck got, by winning that vacant championship match, you get ID'd. You get a WWE ID contract. And that's what it's all about. So think about it. If you're Erica Demia, not only do you want the championship, what a gator roll, apropos for Florida, but now you also get ID'd.
But not only that, retribution. Like you said, Erica Demia was one of the women that Laney Luck beat to get this championship. You get the title, you get retribution, and you get ID'd. Literally everything to gain. Everything to gain, and also everything to lose for Erica Demia.
No question. And neither lady strangers to titles elsewhere on the independents. In fact, Erica Demia rolling through quickly with the pin. But there's the crucifix counter again.
Some great counters here in this match.
The boot did not connect, and Erica thought perhaps she was going to be able to catch the champion.
But Laney Luck saw that coming a mile away, Trev.
And I could see the urgency here from Erica Demia, who was able to slip out, and I think was hoping to go for the pin, but the spinning heel kick, able to catch the challenger.
Yeah, a kick to the breadbasket like that will slow you down no matter what. And Erica Demia just got thrown face first into those ropes. That's a great way to bust your nose open, to get a laceration in the face, to get your eyes watered up, and wow, what a modified senton from Luck. You can hear the appreciation of the crowd for that unorthodox maneuver, and a modified STO there. Speaking of modified,
as well as the elbow, and Laney Luck now with the leg hooked. You gotta remember, Simon, it was a long road for Laney Luck. Over 11 years in the sport, starting out with George De La Isla. Sorry, George, I'm fertilized that. Ray Campos at AAPW in Texas. And here's the thing. You already heard young lady from Texas now relocated in Chicago. And her hubby, GPA, those guys have held some belts together as well. Shout out to a man I haven't seen in years. But Erica Demia tried to perhaps counter, but no. Caught and nearly pinned by the champion.
What an interesting sunset flip that was. And now an STF of sorts. Erica's so close to the rope. Oh, no, she made it. There it is. Got to break the hold.
And you got to think, if you're Laney, you want not only the victory tonight, but you're now the gatekeeper. And again, if I'm Laney, I look at Erica Demia, and look, I like Erica. I've known the young lady since she was first training, but she's only been pro a little over 2 years, and she's done a ton. Erica's done great things and grown a ton in that less than 3 years in the sport. But if you're Laney Luck, over a decade, it was a lot of work, and you want to make sure that Erica Demia really is at that level.
Not just that, you want to prove that you can still go that many years in the business against someone that's brand spanking new. You want to prove that you are not past your prime. There's a lot on the line for both these girls, not just Erica Demia, but the pride, like you said, the gatekeeping. Laney Luck right now here on this ID Showcase is the litmus test for the women's division.
Well said. Well said. And Demia coming out to bring it to the champion, because not only is the count out not going to help Erica Demia from the perspective of winning the championship, but you can tell there's a little bit of the proverbial blood in the water. And you want to take advantage of it if you're going to even remotely, even if you're a little shark, if you're looking to be the predator in this matchup.
A baby shark of sorts.
Don't start it. I don't think we have the trademark pinfall.
Press, not enough. God. At least they're back in the ring, though, Trevin. The heartache and heartbreak that Erica Demia would have had to travel back home with if this match had ended by countout, forget about it.
Yeah, coming all the way from the Carolinas, and Erica trained by Ethan Case at the Palmetto Wrestling Academy. Again, big shout out to Ethan Case.
That's my buddy.
I mean, good. I'm glad to hear it, man. I've worked with for years. And here's the thing, like I mentioned, I met Erica when she was still just barely breaking in, was just beginning her training. A great attitude, a hunger to learn, and to see where she's gotten. And are we looking at the next WWID Women's Champion?
But again, the level of positivity.
Hold on.
Nope. That she exudes sickens me.
Of course it does.
Especially because of how seamlessly she has merged her two worlds, professional wrestling and anime. She has a legion of fans. She has the, as she calls it, simps. The simps who would walk to the ends of the earth for her. And the party that would be thrown in the Erica Demia fan club if she wins this title tonight.
There'll definitely be a, oh, wait a minute, pinfall. I was going to say there'll definitely be a parade at some con, but right now, still work to do here for the challenger, but Laney Luck looking like she's in trouble.
She's out on her feet. A flipper right to the mush and a backhand followed by a forearm. Golly, I don't know how much more Laney Luck can take.
We're going to find out. Oh, hair away, our official Dave Sanderson. You can see right there, making it clear. Just barely, and you got to think if you're Erica Demia, you can almost taste it right now.
Trev, I could taste it. I didn't see any space between Sanderson's hand and that man. I was for sure convinced that it was over. And now she's trying to slow things down. Clubbing blows right across the sternum, though, with that chin lock.
I'll tell you right now, when it comes to your hero, Erica Demia, as the match goes on, the toughness ramps up.
Yeah.
Will fight you, will not give up, but we're seeing the champion fighting to her feet. And the veteran in Laney Luck has been through wars, but taken down by Erica Demia.
There's Demia now. You know, I do like this bit of a mean streak that she's showing here.
It's determination with that quick 2 count right there, and you got to think about it. This is opportunity, Simon. Opportunity doesn't knock often. I've said it before, professional wrestling's not convenient. This isn't a home match, so to speak. For Erica Demia, you got to travel all the way halfway across the country to face one of the best athletes in the world. But if you do it, if you're successful, the award is just huge.
The world is literally at her feet. You called it. You are absolutely right. An opportunity knocks. If you don't answer, it'll move on to the next house. And Erica Demia is trying to take 100% advantage of this opportunity now. You can tell, Trevor, she's put aside. I'll have the playfulness.
Ouch.
Look at this.
The champion able to catch that boot and just rocking Erica Demia, and it could be going from bad to worse here, Simon. No caught.
Oh, my goodness.
A photo finish, if you will. You saw the flash right there. I can't get over it. The way Laney Luck was able to flip over to counter and then hit the boot square into the jaw of the challenger, and this match might be over.
Amazing. Amazing. That cartwheel off the apron into the super kick, and now she is leveling things here with Erica Demia at the receiving end of 2 big clotheslines. And just,
oh, beautiful right there. Modified stunner. And you can see Demia in a lot of trouble.
yeah, she looks like she's out.
Sweeping out the leg of the challenger. And I think Laney Luck is starting to feel it here, Simon.
Yeah, just a little while ago, Luck was out on her feet, and now Erica Demia is glazed over. Wow. Step up elbow drop to the back of the head. There's the cover. 1, 2, 3. No. And you've got to think Luck wished that was it.
Throwing bows many times has been successful here for Laney Luck, but the stakes are too high. I think you're going to have to throw a lot at this challenger, just like you're going to have to throw even more at the champion. And are we looking at the Death Valley driver? And if it connects, and Erica knew it. Erica knew it, no stranger to Laney Luck.
Could be going for a full Nelson or nope. And now she's got a Nelson of her own. Erica Demia fights out of it though.
Is it a victory roll? Is this enough? No. But now there's a head scissors here, submission predicament. No, even more. I love it.
What an interesting hold. She's choking around with her calf.
Very unique. And is this how we're going to get a new WWID Women's Champion?
Hey, she doesn't have to tap out. Luck does not have. If she passes out here, we have got a new champion.
It's the center of the ring, Simon, and I agree wholeheartedly. It's got to feel like miles, but you see Great job by Luck, able to reverse it now. Fighting out of the hold, you saw Luck hitting the thighs of Erica Demia, but Demia's not slowing down. Hitting the one for your face.
She likes to power up these shots. That was about a 50%. She didn't get all of it.
Demia stepping up another notch, if you will.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God. Holy cow.
I'm going to tell you right now, is that a knockout blow?
Oh! Trevin Marie Adams. I thought that was 100% it. Sorry, Louise?
How close?
Golly.
Laney so prone, and at the last possible moment, you almost got to wonder, was it instinct? You could still see the champion. She's showing the effects. Does Laney know where she is right now, Simon?
Pal, you took the words literally out of my mouth. That had to be an instinctive kick out, right? There's no other way. Oh!
Well, instinct or not, like a cat landing on her feet, and there it comes, hits the Shining Wizard. She calls it the Shining Slaney, and I think that's it.
How in the hell?
Excuse me?
She could have just busted the knockout punch, the standing enziguri, the Shining Wizard. These ladies are leaving nothing to chance. They are just beating the crap out of each other. Big swing and a miss. A step up enziguri.
And it's a pivotal moment. And the champion with the kip up.
Trev, the human skull is not meant to take that type of shots these girls are delivering.
Bad to worse. There's the Death Valley driver, and that is it.
Cue the fat lady. It's over.
What a match. Wow. An absolute battle. Erica Demia, the challenger, pushed Laney Luck to the limit here tonight, but showing why she is the WWE ID Women's Champion. Well done by Laney Luck.
What a match, what a brawl.
It's been an awesome first half here so far, Simon, of this ID showcase. Thanks again to House of Champions for hosting us here. Wait, what the hell? That's Evilise! That's Evilise, Evilise! In 24 hours is going to challenge for the WWE ID Women's Championship at Shine 85 in Clearwater, Florida, and Evilise is demanding the microphone. Wow.
I'll be seeing you tomorrow night at Shine 85. This will be mine. That WWE ID contract will be mine. I'm returning where I belong. Bruce said, I can't even speak.
Short and sweet.
I did not expect to see Evilise Velez here tonight at the ID Showcase. And you heard the words from Evilise. She challenges Laney Luck tomorrow live on WWNLive.com. Available as part of your club WWN subscription. $9.99 a month. You get every WWN event live. All 85 Shine events ever, which the 85th will be tomorrow. And are we looking at the next WWE ID Women's Champion? Or is there going to be hell to pay? Because Laney Luck, not only a hard-fought victory here tonight at the ID Showcase, but now she's angry.
That's right, Trevin. You and I are going to hit the highway and head over to Clearwater as you and I will be calling the action for Shine 85. We get to witness this match.
Tickets and info, WWNLive.com. But again, we appreciate you joining us here so far. First half, still so much more to come here at the ID Showcase. And if you want a little sample of Shine Wrestling, show you a matchup from Shine 84 in just a moment. Gives you a little indication as to perhaps why Mercedes Martinez and Teal Piper are going to face off tomorrow night on WWNLive.com.
Ladies and gentlemen, the following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first.
Big night tonight for Las Sicarias. You're going to see them in action 3 times this evening. This is a matchup, though, is a case of cards subject to change. We'll talk about more about that in just a moment here, but in fact, Mercedes Martinez is out here is making me nervous. Was hoping to get her hands on Bella Snow tonight. Of course, it was Shine 83, Bella Snow, Sofia Castillo. The upset victory over Evie De La Rosa and La Brava Escobar. Fortunately, Bella Snow not cleared for action here tonight, and Teal was in a kind of similar situation, had been planning to face off against Shelly Benson, and fortunately, Shelly also not cleared for action. Hope both ladies are back in fighting condition soon, but it ended up in a situation where we get a very unique matchup here, getting to have Teal Piper versus Evie De La Rosa, and this is going to be a great opportunity for Teal to show what she can do against a veteran like Evie De La Rosa.
Oh, absolutely. But, I mean, Evie didn't get to prepare for Teal, and Teal didn't get to prepare for Evie. So, curious how these ladies will match up. You know, when you're able to prepare for something, that really helps. You know?
That makes a big difference. I agree with you, for sure. When you find yourself suddenly in a matchup, you really...
And look at that, right there.
Weren't expecting, and there you're seeing some of the finesse from Teal Piper. A lot of size on Teal, and I mean that in the most polite way.
Mercedes coaching a little bit, you know?
Oh, God, yeah. You want to talk about experience over 2 decades of Mercedes, and, of course, Evie De La Rosa, 15 years herself. Teal heading towards about 5 years now, but, of course, grew up in professional wrestling. First started to be trained by her father. Oof, the late great Roddy Piper, Hot Rod. But one thing I really like about Teal is the fact that she's been pretty adamant is, yes, I get it. I've got the famous last name. I'm here to show you why I'm awesome, why I fight hard. And you can see how hard she hits. And as much as Evie has the experience, I think for Evie De La Rosa, you come in frustrated, and she's got to be double frustrated now. Not just the title loss, but then not having the opportunity to take out that frustration. Do you think she's off her game?
You know, I was wondering the same thing, Trevin. Do you think that she's just a little bit too frustrated? Because you can be too frustrated, and that leads to mistakes.
Heard it here. Ooh, coming off. And speaking of mistakes there, take nothing away from Teal, but well done by Evie De La Rosa, and using the ring as a weapon. Who knows what could have just happened to the shoulder of Teal Piper.
Mercedes right there. Teal saw her.
You called it. The camera didn't quite catch it, but indeed, if you did not notice, Mercedes Martinez did hit a little bit of a distraction there, and just the existence of Mercedes Martinez would definitely intimidate me, let alone I'm not surprised that there's a little intimidation for Teal, even if she doesn't want to show it.
I mean, Mercedes intimidates everyone, let's be honest.
No question. Oh, I've had some run-ins with her. Oh, terrifying. Pinfall. If I never have to be in the ring and tell Mercedes she's not getting something she wants again, check out the history of Shine Wrestling on Club WWN. I don't think I ever want to go back to Laboom. I have nightmares.
I actually want to see that.
But right now,
I might check that out.
That does not surprise me in the least. But you're seeing here the knees to a prone Teal Piper, and that's the experience again of Evie De La Rosa has the arm pulled into the bar and now goes for the pin. It's probably going to take a little more than that. You can see Teal's just struggling, but the jaw jacking from Evie De La Rosa, and this is something you can at least attest to, because I've seen you do it as well. What is the idea there? Is it trying to intimidate your opponent verbally?
I don't know quite what you're talking about, Trevin. Me?
Okay, hypothetically, if you were Evie De La Rosa, oh, come on!
Smart. That's smart. Right there. You know? You're having your friends back. That's what that is.
Official Don Houston, indeed, does not see what happens, and Mercedes Martinez has Evie De La Rosa's back by getting involved in the matchup. And so hypothetically, if you were going to talk smack, what would be the plan? Is it to get mentally in the head? And here's Mercedes again.
Yes.
Well, we don't got to get mentally.
Atta girl.
When Mercedes is getting physical, going after that shoulder. And Teal, though, able to poke the eye of Mercedes. I love it. Found a little hot rod right there. But that distraction is 2-on-1 at this point, Kelsey.
You know, you gotta help your friend out every now and then. I fully support this.
Remember 484 days, Tracy Nix helped you win a title. Oh!
No, that's. I think I won my title fair and square.
Sure. Shout out to Tracy. Hope to see her back here and shine one of these days. But right now, continuing the assault on the shoulder here. It's been targeted at this point. And there's a pin.
Not quite, not quite. Teal still has some fight in her.
I think that's the situation for sure is Teal. It's going to take a lot to defeat Teal, but 2-on-1. You got first the experience of Evie De La Rosa. You've got the conditioning of Evie De La Rosa. And then you got Mercedes Martinez in the match.
Well, she's not in the match, Trevin. You know? She's just offering some support. There's nothing wrong with that.
Well, that sleeper has put out many an opponent, but for Evie, able to escape and quickly go back after the shoulder, making the sleeper a little harder to execute. You said it. And that's a case where I think, ooh, Teal being so well known betrays, oh goodness, what a basically fist to the face there. I was going to say betrays her, the pin. Oh, it's a choke, excuse me. What is Evie?
She's taking some coaching from Mercedes.
Right.
Sometimes you gotta phone a friend, Trevin. You gotta phone a friend every now and then.
Now this is more than just phoning a friend when it comes to the number of times that Mercedes Martinez has already been involved in this matchup, and now it's a sleeper of their own when it comes to Evie De La Rosa. But while Mercedes seems to be pleased right now, Teal finding a way to her feet, and at least for the moment escaping. And there it is again.
Right in that shoulder. Teal's hurt.
Oh, no question whatsoever. The way the rope was involved in the shoulder being basically pulled out of socket, I think anybody, and you can attest to this, who's never felt those ropes, they're not nice. That's chain hardly wrapped.
Oh, absolutely. Those ropes don't feel good. Those buckles don't feel good either.
There's basically nothing in the squared circle that is anybody's friend.
I have a feeling Evie's punches don't feel that great.
No question, but Teal trying to fight out. Dumping down Evie De La Rosa, but slowed down as Teal. You can see holding onto the arm here, Kelsey. Shine Faithful trying to get behind Teal Piper. I think a lot of people excited to see Teal here and Shine.
She's coming back, Trevin. She's got some fire under her. Look at her.
Oh, what a headbutt. Every time I've seen Teal, I have been impressed. And you can see getting ready for a kick there. A little martial arts style. What do we got here? Big splash in the corner. And I already mentioned the muscularity, if you will, of Teal Piper.
She's very strong. She's a strong one.
Oh, what a boot to the face. You said it, and you're seeing all that put as a weapon. The big senton there. Teal's got the adrenaline flowing. Oh, building might as well be the Rowdy Club.
Smart move right there.
It's the experience factor.
Saw it coming.
And just like that, you change the momentum. You just for a moment have the hiccup, and Teal at least was thrown off her game, but now hitting some elbows. And goes for the sleeper. And if Teal can keep it on, you can see Evie De La Rosa desperately trying to drive Teal into the corner to force that sleeper to be broken.
That's a veteran right there. That's some ring awareness, Trevin. Knowing where you're at, where you got to go. Look at this right here. This could be it.
Not enough. Beautiful butterfly suplex, but Teal able to kick out. Of course, Teal learned the art of the sleeper from one of the best ever in the sport, and we're right back to the sleeper. And I'm giving it to Evie.
I think her arm gave out a little bit there.
I think you're absolutely right. The roll-up, is there a handful of tights too? Teal was still able to kick out, but anything that could be thrown by Evie, but Evie in trouble. Pulling tights, Mercedes involved. And pushing down, and are you kidding me?
Oh, right on the ropes. Again, Trevin, you're just helping a friend out. Oh, and that's it.
You are kidding me.
I saw nothing.
ridiculous. Feet on the ropes, and Mercedes Martinez holding on to the feet. Could this have been any more of a deck stacked against Teal Piper here tonight?
You know what, Trevin? If the ref didn't see it, didn't happen. I tell you, that was a clean win, if you ask me.
Good start of the night for La Sicarias. You'll see Mercedes Martinez a little bit later facing off against Aaliyah James. And of course, our main event, Eva Lise gets her opportunity at the Shine Championship against Elsie Reagan. But right now, a disappointment here for Teal. Still a great showing by Teal, having to face off against the veteran, having to face off against two women.
Oh, absolutely. Great show.
I'd love to see that match again, actually one-on-one. Well, our next matchup, I know you are going to have a lot of interest in.
What's this next matchup?
Oh, it might be a fatal four-way for a #1 contender.
Interesting.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be continuing the rest of the show, so take your seats in just a minute. We will begin the rest of the show, so get ready.
Go, man. We're live. We're live, go.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And is for the HOC Championship.
So welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Continuing on here, House of Champions presents ID Showcase, and I am excited right now getting the opportunity to call the HOC Championship match as the challenger GMJ. What a road for this young man to get here tonight. It's been a year of so close, yet so far when it comes to becoming the champion here at House of Champions. And I'll tell you right now, Simon, from the perspective of just a month ago, the last time House of Champions actually came to you, man, I'll tell you right now, the Legacy of Champions event, it was the Legacy Battle Royal. And as soon as the champion, Matthew Ennis, became part of the matchup, now the championship was being contested. And in the case of GMJ, so close to winning that matchup, was attacked by Max Danziger as Matthew Ennis, excuse me, we're wording it backwards, Matthew Ennis attacked GMJ, which let Max Danziger defeat the man you're looking at there. And it's not exactly how Max became the champion, but instead what ended up happening gets worse. Mo Malik finally wins the title. And this man right here, the man who had the HOC championship contract briefcase, cashes it in. And after being pinned immediately, being submitted, the first person to ever submit him, Mo Malik, well, this man beats it. And it gets worse, Mo's celebrating the championship win with his wife, Simon. Max, with the briefcase, knocks the man out.
Are you nervous right now? Are you nervous?
And defeats to win
Trevin, are you getting
the championship.
Are you getting paid by the word? Are you done? Are you done?
No, I'm not having a stroke. But the bottom line here, is GMJ, and let alone Mo Malik, should be the ones holding that HOC championship. And instead, it's Max Danziger.
Boo. Should, could, would. Let me condense what my broadcast partner, Trevin Adams, just said. GMJ has been in the business 5 years. Nice guy, too nice for his own good.
Introducing first, the challenger. From Washington, D.C., weighing at 210 pounds, GMJ! And his opponent, from Orlando, Florida, weighing at 195 pounds, he is a platinum-selling recording artist. He is your HOC champion, the rockstar, Max Danziger!
Matthew Scott Lloyd with the introductions, and you can't argue with the fact that indeed Max Danziger is a platinum selling artist. His band Set It Off. He is the drummer. Just finished up a massive tour of the United States and Canada. Every venue, 3,000 plus. And in this day and age, getting people off their butts to come out to watch music, and I mean that respectfully. What a good band.
Well, I mean disrespectfully, Trevor. Shut up. You've talked enough. Let me say this. GMJ has been in this business 5 years, and he's a really nice guy. Maybe too nice. Danziger, on the other hand, is such a cocky piece of work, to put it nicely, because we're trying to get the children to listen to this too.
A narcissist, go on.
But who's got the title and who doesn't?
You're right, and let me soundbite it. And you hear the chicken, Legacy of Champions, Legacy Battle Royal. GMJ probably would have won it. Matthew Ennis, former champion, sore loser, takes out GMJ. Here comes Max Danziger, able to pin GMJ thanks to that, and then Mo Malik wins the match. Mo's celebrating with family, and here's this piece of crap, Max Danziger. And I'm saying it, wait, quick pin.
Whoa!
Using the briefcase that he had, the champion's contract briefcase, and cashing in to win the championship after being submitted the first time Max had ever lost.
Oh, you mean being smart? Taking an opportunity when it presents itself? Trevin, you heard of the band Set It Off, right?
I sure have. I told you.
Of course you have. Everyone has. He's a platinum selling. Are you? You and your harmonica, kazoo, ukulele solos in your bathroom?
No, my friend Ricky had a couple plays on MySpace. That was it.
Get out of here. Look at the athleticism on George, though. George can go.
I'm a big fan of GMJ, who's going for the pin. Could be a new champ. And I mean, I met this young man, previous ID showcase we did here, grabbing the arm. You can see the athleticism on display of the challenger with the quick pin attempt. And here's the thing, this young man, his story, promising his mother, who passed away a few years back, that he is gonna make it as a wrestler.
Cue the sad violin music.
And a pin again. Grew up in Southeast Washington, D.C. area, and I'm gonna tell you right now, Simon, that is not a nice place to grow up in. That is a tough area, and thanks to his mother keeping GMJ away from trouble, this man, he had to grow up so quickly. At 17, had his own apartment.
Yeah. You know, Trevor, they made a TV documentary series about where George grew up. It's called Cops. Golly, talk about rough and tumble, pal. But look at that, rough and tumble. He just took a nasty tumble out of the ring.
No, you're right. And GMJ had come down here about, like you said, 5 years ago. Started with flatbacks, great plays, Tyler Breeze, Sean Spears. Hung out with Devon Dudley for a bit, and now here at the House of Champions since they opened about 3 years ago. And really helps as well with the young, literally young kids who are beginning to break into our sport. And you said maybe GMJ is too nice for his own good.
I said it. You know, he works with the kid camps. He does the after-school program. If you had a championship for sweetheart of a human being, GMJ would get it. But that's not what we're competing for right now, Trevor Adams. That's not what these guys are fighting for at this exact moment. It is the House of Champions heavyweight title. And the champion is the guy that you like to call a cocky piece of crap. The guy these morons in the crowd are booing right now.
And I'll tell you, oh, what a knee to the back. You know, you want to embody our sport, this idea for Territory Tees, one of our sponsors here tonight, where nostalgia meets the ring. Max is a throwback from the perspective of not just the cockiness, he's living the rock star lifestyle, which of course is part of what we celebrate with Territory Tees. I could see a guy like Max in the future being one of the people that is shown on a Territory Tee, say in a decade. People being nostalgic for Max Danziger, but right now I don't think anybody likes him but you. However, is that enough to beat GMJ?
Hey, and that's all that matters, but that's a heck of a stamp of approval, especially, I hate to say it, coming from someone like you, the ambassador of pro wrestling, the ambassador of the WWN Network, Trevor Adams, to call him a piece of crap and say you can see him on a Territory T-shirt, that is a glowing stamp of approval. He doesn't need that from you. He doesn't even need it from me. You know what he needs? He needs to have the edge on GMJ. A kick like that to the breadbasket. That's what Max needs.
Max is indeed controlling the pace. Do you remember VH1 Behind the Music?
What? What? Of course I do.
This is the kind of guy Max Danziger would be, like that horrible rock star you'd see everybody talking about. Yeah, he was an asshole. Oh, excuse my language. Well, I'm feeling. But you get the point. It's the truth. It's the truth.
I hope he hears this and comes after you. I hope that Max finds you in the parking lot and thanks you personally for those comments.
I hope I'm celebrating with GMJ because he's the new HOC champion tonight. I'm not even going to be, look, we've given up on it. We're not being impartial. You want Max to win. I want GMJ to win. And maybe you're going to get what you want right now because that was hellacious for the challenger.
$20 on the line right now.
Sure.
All right. A gentleman's bet. Trevor Adams and Simon Says. Come on, Max. Come on. This guy is carrying, not just representing, carrying the brand of the HOC. This place became one of the most renowned training facilities for pro wrestling in such a short amount of time.
I won't deny that by any means, and I won't deny that Max learned a lot here, but I think unfortunately Max has picked up some pretty bad habits when it comes to the attitude. I'm really not sure.
Bad attitude. You mean helpful hints? You mean advice that'll propel him to championship status? Wow, he just got his teeth racked there. And George going high. Wow! Pick out, come on, get it up.
1, 2. Close. Our official Dave Sanderson there for the pin. And GMJ, you're seeing the physical specimen. This young man works so hard. It's been over a year the road, basically since Max got into the sport. GMG has been working towards this championship, whether it was going after Matthew Ennis before or now dealing with Max Danziger. Can tonight be the night?
You know, Trevor, you like to come down on guys that know that they're good. I just want to point out the proof in the pudding. 5 years for George, 5 years for JMJ, 1 year for Max Danziger, already holding gold.
Opportunity knocks, like we've said before, Simon. And here's the thing, of course, Max, thanks to a champion's contract. Oof!
Big slam down.
And right now, GMJ Going for perhaps a Uranagi, but no, countered by Danziger.
Is that a kick to the thigh? Attaboy. And a code breaker.
Is that going to be enough? He calls it the deadlights. Is this the end of things?
Oh, golly. You know, that move has won a lot of championships in the upper tippity top big leagues and almost won this match and me $50.
I noticed you've increased things, and I'll take it because you know what? Right now, I feel confident despite the fact GMJ's in some trouble. He's got to get out of this, and he does. Not GMJ. The experience is going to be the difference here tonight. Champion rolling up. Got the title. What? What?
I just won $100. Ladies and gents.
Holding the tights.
4 little words just won me $150, folks, by any means necessary. Trevin Adams, you can take your GMJ fan club, you can take all of your pity party tears, and go home a loser. Like George, hate to say it, George, you gotta develop a mean streak. Still, House of Champions, heavyweight champion, Max Danziger.
And next for Max, it'll be January the 22nd, right here in Longwood, Florida. New Year's Warfare. Find out more at thehocpro.com.
And ladies and gentlemen, next up are 2 title matches. Up next is double main events.
Indeed, our final 2 matches of the night, both with championship implications. WWID Men's Championship on the line in just a moment. Our challenger, Aaron Work, making his entrance. And what a unique individual. What a unique talent here in Aaron Work.
This guy's like a walking fever dream, Trev. Makes me uneasy. That's a lot going on there.
Would not want to play a game of poker against Aaron Work because you would have no chance in reading the man.
No. From the feathers to the sequins to the face paint, the contacts, all of it. This guy, I mean, he's really feeling himself right now, Trevin Adams. And if you don't watch out, he's going to come over here and feel you.
Definitely enigmatic. You can hear the people. They're feeling it.
Yeah, they're squarely behind it. This guy's giving off very outre vibes, if you will, here at this WWID showcase in Longwood, Florida, from the House of Champions. Trev, are you ready?
Oh, I am ready.
For the most caffeinated man.
The first ever WWID Men's Champion, Cappuccino Jones. And I do love me some caffeine.
Oh, I know you do. You sit there with your Starbucks cup. Trev, you know what I can't believe? I can't believe Cappuccino Jones has been in the business only 3 years. You and I have had the chance to call a couple of Cappuccino Jones matches, and I was so blown away by how amazing he is in the ring.
And you, ladies and gentlemen, be prepared for what should be a very hard-fought matchup over a prestigious championship that Cappuccino Jones has been working overtime, taking it to the next level. And I'll tell you right now, Aaron Work would love nothing more than to become our WWID Men's Champion. Let's send it down to Matthew Scott Lloyd for the official introductions.
The following contest is a singles match set for one fall. And it is for the WWE Introducing first, the challenger. From Sparkle City, weighing in at 208 pounds, the timepiece, Aaron Rourke. And his opponents. From Coffeyville, Kansas, weighing in at 200 pounds, Cool Brew, Cappuccino Jones.
It is 163 days as the WWE ID Men's Champion. Defending here tonight, Cappuccino Jones has to face Aaron Rourke, the challenger. I'm Trevin Adams, joined by Simon Says, our official Jeff Flores, holding up the gold. And Simon, big fight feel here in Longwood, Florida.
Trev, how many days did you say?
163.
You know how rare it is to say someone is not only the first champion, the only champion to have a championship in this entire industry right now. And Cappuccino Jones can say that.
Little mind games coming out.
You know, I heard him talking to you in the locker room earlier. He likes to say that in the ring he's smooth, flavorful, and instantly gratifying. And I know that you are the president of the Cappuccino Jones fan club.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm definitely very impressed by this young man. I've gotten to know him since really his first match after being ID'd, and as these two men walk up right here, it was all the way back August 1st, defeating Jack Cartwheel at GCW Presents ID Showcase when Cappuccino Jones became the first ever WWE ID Men's Champion, and of course, Aaron Rourke, the dime piece. You said it before, Rourke, hard man to read, but I can tell you out of the gate, the talent off the charts.
Yeah,
then the mind games again.
See?
And the mind games again.
Getting inside the head, Trev. You've seen it before. You've seen me do it before. There's a match to be won psychologically as well as physically. And as I said earlier, you and I got to call a couple of Cappuccino Jones matches, including one against him and our Evolved champion, Jackson Drake.
An absolutely phenomenal matchup. But hold on. Well, I'm not touching that.
Well,
You don't think I had black coffee? Girl, don't do that. Please.
Hey, I'll say this is a good way to not have too many calories when you have coffee. Don't add the sugar, don't add the cream. Yuck. It's actually what I do, I'm going to be honest with you.
of course you do.
But nevertheless, as these two men getting down to business here, as much as Rourke will throw you with the mind games, he'll back it up with the talent and get in your head. What's the champion going to do in these moments?
Yeah. How do you respond? Like you said, how do you prepare for a guy like Aaron Rourke? You can't read him, you can't play poker against him, and he is very adept at getting inside the brain. Wow, a running headlock takeover, and I am so glad you cut yourself off as you were referencing the Jackson Drake versus Cappuccino Jones match, because you started to say it. You got the first syllable out. A match that ended a very controversial. No.
Yes, a very
no. Trevin, enough, pal.
Now we're going to focus on this matchup. How about that?
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Because
Good
at the end
call.
of the day, right, record books say Jackson Drake was victorious that night, but guess what? Is there's another, slap on the hiney.
Those cheeks are taking a beating now.
Are we going to see some anger come out of Cappuccino Jones?
For ya, got
You
it.
say
I
hiney.
do. You think I'm a game? I'm not just a pretty face. You think I'm
Oh
a
boy.
Cappuccino Jones was caught earlier charging in and caught again charging in. It's the anger coming out here, perhaps making mistakes and very flashy from the challenger.
Did you know? Whoa! And as Trevin Adams called it, hiney slap of his own with a response.
Hey, he like that.
It's real easy to underestimate a guy like Aaron Rourke, the flamboyance, the pageantry, but he's shown us now not only athletic, but this guy packs a punch. That shoulder tackle knocked Cappuccino Jones to the ground. What's Jones doing?
Take me out for a cup of coffee first.
You just heard it right there. Take me out for a cup of coffee.
I didn't realize you could take a coffee break in the middle of a championship match.
I mean, you can't. There should be a 10 count happening right now, but
That's not fair. You don't get extra caffeine. Should I give him some coffee?
are we going to share it?
Should I give him some coffee?
Is Aaron Rourke asking for the coffee?
Apparently.
I need it. If you can't tell him, hey. Just quick coffee break. Take a seat.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Trevin, I got a bad feeling about this.
Let's see. Literal black coffee. I figured it.
Oh, trying to charge in, and the champion saw Rourke coming. And this time it's Rourke making the mistake of charging it in and being caught.
You think the coffee's like spinach to Popeye for Cappuccino Jones?
I would believe it. And we're going to find out what it does for Aaron Rourke as well, as we're back down to business here in the center of the ring. And
big leap.
Big reverse leap. Agility is off the charts of Cappuccino Jones.
This guy really is something else.
The pin. Quick kick out, though, from the dime piece. 10 out of 10, if you will. Glitzy glam, the show stealer.
And Trev, you know what unnerved me? I just realized that Jones is doing all this with no pads. No knee pads, no elbow pads. What an athlete. And a run out of the corner. He didn't even have wrist tape on.
And an inverted atomic drop as well. And there you go,
the double hiney.
Double hiney. Poor word choice on me. Pinfall. The 2 count only here in Cappuccino.
You know, and I know there might be fans who are watching asking themselves, why go for a cover so early in the match? The psychology of a professional wrestling exhibition, it exerts energy, Trevin, to kick out. Whether it's early in the match or later on, every single kick out pin attempt takes energy, effort from you, and exhausts you.
No question. No question. Well said, Simon. And here's the thing for both of these guys. As much as there was a little playing around earlier on, it's not like things haven't gotten physical. It's not like they're not getting physical. And it's not like Aaron Rourke doesn't add the flash to the offense and be effective.
Oh, yeah, there is some sizzle to the steak, and there's absolutely, these guys are both clocked in now.
A hair away. A hair away.
It is time to go to work. Could you imagine what it would do for Aaron Rourke to become the second ever WWE Men's ID Champion?
And it totally could happen. And I mean it totally. I know they say any proverbial given Sunday, it's a Saturday right now, but Rourke, so accomplished, has been on such a roll over the last year, and as good as Cappuccino Jones has been, Rourke is a serious threat here tonight at House of Champions.
Look at the athleticism. This guy's like a walking Cirque du Soleil act with a fist to back it up. He's got double the in-ring experience as Cappuccino Jones does. 3 years for Jones and 6 for Rourke. But Jones able to get out of the way and respond with a couple of chops of his own. Oh, and some left hands.
And the quick jabs here from the champion. But caught by the challenger.
Karen, I don't like to get ambidextrously punched in the face. Pick a hand and hit me with that one, not both. Is he begging off?
Sure makes it hard to defend. But we'll see. I don't know if Rourke was really begging off for long and tossed into the corner there, ricocheting out. I think the ring might have moved a little bit, Simon.
Thank you for making my point for me, and I mean that. Hard to defend when you don't know which of the fists is coming at you.
And it's hard to defend when you don't even know if you can breathe the way your back hit and your spine hit in the corner, as the challenger now in control.
Yeah, those turnbuckle pads are not pillows. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not soft, fluffy marshmallows that you're hitting. Those are merely there to block the metal piece from seriously injuring someone. Not enough.
You're absolutely right. The ring itself is a weapon, especially if you know how to use it. And maybe, just maybe, does Rourke have it?
Oh my gosh, Trevin, that was not a catch and release situation. That was a catch and say goodbye to your neck and vertebrae, and holy cow, Cappuccino Jones could be in a bad way at this point.
The modified Ushigoroshi nearly becoming the champion, and Rourke continuing on the offensive.
Ushigoroshi, look at you. Sometimes you impress me, Trevin. Sometimes.
I hope you're enjoying this view, babe.
I hope you're enjoying this view.
Oh!
Well, you're not going to enjoy the submission predicament.
This is it. Allow me to impress you. A reverse modified Texas Cloverleaf with hiney slaps included. He's got him dead smack in the middle of the ring. Cappuccino Jones could be dead to rights, and it might be tap out city for our first ever ID champion.
And every moment that Cappuccino struggles to the corner, it gets worse and worse, but finally rolling through, and face first goes Aaron Rourke.
Into those turnbuckles that we just mentioned, folks. This could be leveling the playing field, evening things out. Cappuccino Jones not able to make it to the ropes, but rolled out of that modified cloverleaf. But he's going to be using those ropes to pull himself up. Like I said, his neck could be in a bad way.
A lot of credit to the challenger, but able to get out of the way. Cappuccino, perhaps the signs of life, and there's those jabs you were nervous about.
Look at those. Rourke going for a jab of his own, but not able to connect.
And there's the caffeinated style. It's coming to life. The man from Coffeyville, Kansas, the place I'd love to go in the half and half. Not the half and half that you were expecting from Cappuccino, but very well effective.
Good call. We call that a Chimera suplex, and it connected. Jones could be going to the top. High-risk maneuver time, folks. Fasten your seatbelt. No.
Jones rolls through, catches Rourke, and beautifully done with the Michinoku, but not enough.
Notice one swift motion. There was no stop and set. He caught him in the Michinoku driver, and still not enough to retain his ID championship.
Hello, camera. Get me real quick.
Still some cockiness, if you will, from the champion.
I was going to say, you called out other people all the time for being cocky, but not Jones because you're a fan? Because you guys are pals, because you've known him since he got ID'd? Come on.
Jones tossed into the corner, gets the boot up. And I've been very impressed by just really, if you look at the physical conditioning of Jones and able to stop Rourke.
Shades of a little stratisfaction there, but nope.
Cartwheel through in little soul food. Rocking the champion in Rourke now.
A little change of pace from the taste of coffee to the taste of those boots. Going for a tiger suplex.
And you notice even getting to the ropes, not enough for Cappuccino to find a way to escape. But here, unique. Use your back.
And the back of your head, that's using the old noggin for Cappuccino. And a stiff, like I said, no pads on those elbows, Trevor. That is just bone to the face.
And it tells the story. I was starting to bring up the fact that Cappuccino has toned up even further. The young man was always in phenomenal shape. But if you compare Cappuccino now to, say, even 3 months ago, dropped weight, added muscle, and maybe just lost a shoulder.
Wow. I can't picture that. I look at this guy has always been such a phenomenal athlete from what I've seen. From what you've exposed me to.
The pin. But you get my point.
1,000%.
Stronger, faster, lighter, and you're seeing the energy right now to DDT to the bottom turnbuckle.
You talk about guys leveling up in the business, and you talk about people who take getting ID'd seriously. That is Cappuccino Joe, and he just spiked Rourke on his head.
And maybe, no.
Oh my God.
Nearly put away the challenger.
He's on autopilot. That's the only way I can feasibly excuse him kicking out of that DDT. Autopilot.
If the decaffeinator happens, that indeed will be the end for Aaron Rourke, but whether Rourke's in autopilot, whether it was literally just instinct, Rourke is so talented, Cappuccino better be careful because you can already see Rourke holding onto the leg.
I don't know if it's the best course of action for Cappuccino Jones to call out the decaffeinator like that. Gives Rourke an opportunity to know what's coming, and there you see it.
And now, not only caught into the ropes, but coming through, pick your favorite area code. And it was right to the shoulder there. And now into the armbar, and we about to get a new champion.
Fujiwara locked in, folks. This could be it. Cappuccino Jones says no.
There's a lot of distance from those ropes. But trying and does, struggles, gets the shoulders down, forcing Rourke to break the hold. But what damage has been done to Cappuccino?
Spot on, Travis. When he follows him in, oh, big pump kick.
I don't know where either man is getting this energy right now.
How in the hell? Oh, could be locking in. There it is. That's back in the ring, Trevin. We could see a tap-out victory right here and now.
The ring placement. Perfect product placement, so to speak. A lot of danger here for the champion, and Cappuccino could be a hair away from either having an arm ripped out of socket or losing his WWE ID Men's Championship.
He is lost out to sea in the middle. Wow, the extension on that. Holy smokes. And the ring awareness.
But Rourke used almost every second of those 5 to continue to do damage to the arm, to the shoulder. How much longer can Cappuccino weather this storm?
Trav, I know that you're a practical Boy Scout by the rules, but in a match like this, you gotta take advantage of every second of a 5-count, pal.
The stakes are high, I understand. I'm not criticizing either athlete. They are giving everything they have here tonight.
We're gonna make that belt more fabulous than you ever.
Wow.
We'll find out right now. I can only imagine how bedazzled the belt might become, and you notice the jabs aren't the same this time, and now there's jabs from the challenger.
Finally responding back with some knuckle sandwiches of his own, but you're right, Trev. Oh no, there they are. Oof, they lost power for a second, but now it's almost like those strikes from Rourke have motivated Cappuccino Jones. to add a little bit of stank on his strikes. We're opening up the chop house here at the House of Champions, and these guys exchanging forearm shivers.
But the challenge here is if the adrenaline runs out, if Cappuccino Jones can't make this end, and that kick to the back of the head says no, it's not ending and it's going from bad to worse. Or is it?
Oh my, the roll up. Oh, with the bridge.
That's still not enough.
God, that bridge was squeaky clean. Backhand to the side of the face.
And you see both athletes. I think they'd be on the ground if they didn't have the corners to hold them up, and in comes Rourke. Oh! And that, my friend, the shot of espresso could have knocked out the challenger.
I think it's over.
Decaffeinator. There's the pin.
Bam. Oh my God. What? What? Trevin, we both.
It is absolute shock. Every face here in this building, because what you just saw right there was the challenger kicking out of a certain defeat, certain victory for Cappuccino.
Trevin, after the shot of espresso.
Of ID. I got the most sugar in ID. Watch this. You ain't got nothing, loser.
Cappuccino Jones stopping to give Rourke the lay of the land.
And a heck of a heel kick, and now springing off, but caught.
Oh no. Golf.
Face first. New champion.
That's. Oh, Trevin, what are we seeing? What the motivation, the energy, the surge of passion is evident in these guys. This is what the WWE ID program is all about.
It's the reason it's called an ID showcase. It's the reason every one of the ID athletes, they want to be the men's ID champion if they're male. And in the case of Rourke heading to the top, the dime piece could be a hair away from making history here tonight.
And Trevor, it's almost like the ID program gives these guys superhuman strength. Oh, that is bad news for your knees, for your ankles, for your MCL, ACL.
And the counter tilt-a-whirl coming off. Trying again, but no, not able to hit that half suplex. Wow.
Great reversal into the spot kick.
Still worried, though, about the knee, like you said there, Rourke. We're going to find out in a moment what may or may not have happened.
Oh, rolls right into a pile driver.
And we're not done yet. Is it time for the Froggy Brew? Is this what it's going to take to put away Aaron Rourke?
Taken to the skies is Cappuccino Jones.
Froggy Brew connects. Can Jones get the leg? He does.
Damn it.
And retains.
Wow. Trevin, I might need to ask you where you got your Cappuccino Jones fan club membership, because I am completely sold.
Both athletes made a statement here tonight at this ID showcase. What a battle.
Jones is eyeballing Rourke now, and look at this.
Respect is earned.
Little kumbaya moment there from these guys. Raising it, okay, sportsmanship, we get it.
Damn, what a match.
You nailed it. You nailed it. What a match. What a defense. What a showcase.
And what a moment right now if you're Cappuccino Jones, because not only did you retain, should I say, your championship, but now you got to say, follow that to Jackson Drake, our WWE Evolve champion. That defense up next, Sam Holloway. It's going to be awesome.
You know, especially if you're a guy like Jones who took it to Jackson Drake very recently. That match could have gone either way, but it went the way of the champion.
It is time. It is our main event. I am eager to see the WWE Evolve Championship on the line.
A veritable David versus Goliath match here, as there is a sizable difference between Sam Holloway and Jackson Drake.
We're waiting. I don't know. Waiting on Holloway. Hey, what the hell's going on? What is this? Jackson Drake's music.
Sam not get notified that it was his time to come to the ring, or what, Trev?
I don't know what's going on. We saw Sam Holloway earlier coming out and...
Oh, you mean sticking his nose where it didn't belong? That time?
Yeah, you know.
Oh, okay.
Don't get me started about swipe right. And of course, that man right there, the WWE Evolved champion, Jackson Drake, and get a little nervous here. You said it was after the tag team match.
And boy, does that championship title look good on Jackson Drake. Dr. Thirst out here with the boys from Swipe Right, the Vanity Project. The cream of the absolute crop at WWE Evolved. You can catch them Wednesday nights on Tubi. And the man that leads the charge, Jackson Drake, here getting ready to defend that very championship here from Longwood, Florida, in the shadow of Orlando, as you've heard Trevin Adams say all night, folks.
I mean, this is scheduled to be Sam Hardway Holloway. We already mentioned we saw him earlier come in to help it out. McNair and Cunningham, and I just don't understand what the hell's going on. Why is the champion out here first? And, of course, disrespecting the official.
Look, you're the Carolina Reaper. You can do what you want, when you want, to whoever you want to do it. Drake asking for the microphone.
Yo, House of Champions, I think we might have a little bit of a problem. I don't think I've seen Sam Holloway anywhere, like as of recently. You know what I'm saying? Have you seen him anywhere?
No, now that you say it, I swear I saw him earlier. I haven't seen him since. Boys. I swear I saw him face down in the parking lot. He must have tripped or something. I don't know. I swear to God.
Hey, people get clumsy sometimes.
Oh, wait. Jaquan McNair.
Hey, after what you guys pulled tonight, I don't care if the title's on the line. I'll take either one of you. Oh, and by the way, I forgot to mention, I've got some help of my own coming out.
Remember, we saw these guys earlier tonight in an impressive showcase against Swipe Right.
Are we?
Wow.
I think this is happening.
Jaquan McNair had a heck of a battle earlier, and he is stepping a double duty tonight for McNair. We saw Sam Holloway come to the defense of Cunningham and McNair. Maybe he exhausted himself.
Is the main event of the evening. It is a singles match set for what fall? That is for the WWE Evolved Championship. Introducing first,
It's a big deal, guys.
the challenger. From Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 230 pounds, the Hellcat, Jaquan and his opponents.
Here we go.
From Greensboro, North Carolina, weighing at 190 pounds now. His pronouns are King and Daddy. He is the WWE Evolved Champion. The Carolina Reaper, Jackson Drake.
Official introductions done. Our ring announcer, Matthew Scott Lloyd, doing a great job, but
And folks, before conspiracy theorist Trevin Adams gets his hands on it, we don't know what happened to Sam Holloway. All we know is that we've got one heck of a match right now, Trev.
there's situation. Simon says, Trevin Adams here in the booth. It is main event time. House of Champions presents ID Showcase, and as much as I smell a rat when it comes to Holloway suddenly not being here for the main event after appearing earlier and helping Jaquan McNair as well as Mike Cunningham.
Oh my gosh!
And my friend, that may be it right there. The pinfall, no!
Trevor, the big story here is that McNair has already fought.
Correct. Facing off against Swipe Right, and the fact that Swipe Right, man, as impressive as Cunningham was, as impressive as McNair was, Swipe Right, not only did they, what a senton, not only did they bend the rules, pinfall, but they won. And the damage was done, and then post-match, reason Sam came out, and I think right now, if you're McNair, maybe you're thinking twice on this one.
Yes, the back break. Trevin, you said impressive. You want to talk impressive? Let me throw a few names at you. Lindsay Dorado, Timothy Thatcher, Brooks Jensen, Keanu Carver, Cappuccino Jones. You know what they all have in common?
They were defeated by the WWE Evolved Champion Jackson Drake. And I don't mean to sound apathetic, let's our chest lift with ease. McNair, what a specimen, and there's the gut wrench. And guess what? Not letting go.
Like he's carrying a bag of dirty laundry.
Think somebody's been training with Timothy Thatcher?
Wow!
And another.
And look at the float over, just so smooth as the Hellcat.
Brought to you by the number 3, perhaps. Barely breaking a sweat. The history that's about to perhaps be made right now.
Oof, golly.
You showed up. You're Jackson Drake. You prepared for Sam Holloway. As much as there was the cockiness, you and I both know Jackson Drake works hard. He puts the time in to prepare for an opponent. Maybe he's never even seen Jaquan McNair. Knowing how the Vanity Project are, they probably didn't even think about the newcomers in McNair and Cunningham until they got here tonight. And by the way, Mike Cunningham's out there backing up McNair to counter Swipe Right, should they get involved like they have many times before, saving Jackson Drake.
Okay. I know you like the smack talk our Evolved champion, but he didn't have to accept this match.
He didn't.
He's a sportsman.
I agree with that, and right now maybe, again, trying to say if I don't cover up soon, official give it a little attitude here in the corner.
Referee Flores now having to get between these two. Oh, golly.
The boot comes up right there, and you got to remember, you've already said it's signed. Jackson Drake, not only the experience advantage, really 9 years compared to a year and a half, the fresh man did not wrestle tonight. And able to catch the athletic McNair.
Gutbuster.
And this could be the end of the match.
Golly, you have to wonder how much Jaquan's got left in the tank right now. That was a heck of a tag team match we saw earlier. And then the exclamation point at the end of the bout, bringing out Sam Holloway. I don't know how much more he can take from the Evolved champion, Dr. Thirst.
And I'm not going to deny the talent of Jackson Drake. I think you take it the wrong way when I have some criticisms for the Carolina Reaper. I hold him to a higher standard, not only because of the prestige of the championship, but because of how good the athlete is. And the running buddies of the Vanity Project, of course, very proud of themselves, can't deny success on Evolve. However, tonight, we're going to see, can you cash the check that your mouth wrote?
I mean, anyone with a brainstem, with a pair of eyes, tune in to Tubi Wednesday nights, watching them.
The feet on the ropes.
Well, they're an accident. They were too close to the ropes, Trevin. Come on, it happens. It happens. You've stepped on my foot like 8 times tonight. It's just close proximity. It was
a happy little accident. I gotcha.
But the Carolina Reaper now, trying to perhaps get under the skin. I don't know if that's the best idea for Drake, but what a boot.
I think there's a little overconfidence perhaps from Jackson Drake in that you already have an opponent in trouble. You hear the people though getting behind Jaquan McNair.
And that's thanks to Cunningham outside the ring willing these people on. Hangman DDT.
Very effective. And this could be the knockout blow right here. There's no shame in defeat and that. No! McNair refuses to quit.
McNair's a super athlete, Tal.
You're not a 3-time NCAA qualifier, an NCAA D1 wrestler with 80-plus D1 collegiate wins, top 16 in the country his senior year. You don't get there without having to fight multiple times in a day.
God, I hate when you make such excellent, valid points. McNair is on an upper echelon, a pantheon of guys that...
Quick pin.
We got a lot of great athletes in the wrestling business, Trevin, but very few of them can do the type of things that McNair can do in that ring. We saw it earlier, and now he is trying to put that to the test and potentially become Evolve Champion.
McNair trained by WCW legend Lodi. Big fan of Lodi back in the day. You got to think Lodi met McNair.
Awesome.
Met McNair and probably thought, oh man, here my friend is a prodigy. But Jackson Drake, the composure to go along with the confidence, and that may be the difference maker. The leg is hooked, forcing down those shoulders.
And the lateral press was not enough.
260 days as the WWE Evolve champion, defeating Edris Enough, Keanu Carver, Sean Legacy. I'm slurring all the names right now. You get the point. A big deal to not only win, but you already said the who's who of who Drake has defeated along the way, let alone NXT Gold Rush at the theater at Madison Square Garden in New York City. What a night that was, defeating Sean Legacy, let alone defeating Legacy earlier this week on Evolve. And holding on.
And not just Legacy, Lindsay Dorado. Lindsay Dorado is a close personal friend of mine. Lindsay is one of the most impressive people I've ever seen in the ring. And he lost to Jackson Drake.
And in this very building, Timothy Thatcher, and I know you're going to get mad at the asterisk, so I won't even add it. You can guess, ladies and gentlemen, if there was any help for Drake. A classic matchup, but at the end of the day, Drake won. The record books say Jackson Drake defeated Timothy Thatcher, a 3-year OG Evolve champion. But McNair, despite being tied up, able to hit a slam there.
Digging deep for that body slam, but taken down with the ankle pick.
And you got to remember again, ladies and gentlemen, if you're just... Excuse me! There it is again!
Where does it come from? Where does that boost of energy come from, Trev? I'm mystified right now by this guy.
Agility is an understatement. Man nearly jumped 10 feet and flying up and over and taking out Jackson Drake. And I was just about to say, if you're just tuning in, Jaquan McNair has already wrestled here tonight. This match is not the match we expected to have. And both athletes right now showing the effects of the matchup, and I gotta keep going back to it. McNair and his awesome gas tank still being in this thing.
Trev, the affair earlier, this guy, I know guys that are fresh that can't jump that high. This guy has been through heck tonight, and look at him go, my golly goodness.
The beautiful leg lariat, the offense is coming. Is it gonna happen? The suplex, the bridge, the roll through.
Holds on to it, and a fisherman suplex by McNair. 1, 2, Drake is in trouble, no.
Hair away.
Tonight has been an ordeal for the Hellcat. And Trevin, you and I would be able to claim we were there when history was made if he becomes the Evolve champion tonight.
And the egg on the face of Jackson Drake, if he loses the WWE Evolve Championship, not only in an independent event, but in a matchup that against a newcomer that he wasn't even planning for. And is the sunset flip going to be it?
Couldn't. Oh. I just threw up in my mouth.
You may not be alone right there. Jaw could have been shattered. The knees on the sternum. You see the official, a lot of concern right now, the way the two knees just went down, and I think McNair is hurt. I think that may be the end of this matchup right there. Wholly possible. We're going to take a look right now at McNair, the damage that was done, and
Trevor, that was ugly.
That was very ugly.
I think McNair could be out.
And here's the thing with Jackson Drake, and you can see the concern on the face as well from the champion. As much as Drake is what he is when it comes to the Vanity Project, and
this is a nasty situation.
Yeah, and I think we're going to take a look here at McNair, make sure he's okay. It might be the end of this matchup, like we said, ladies and gentlemen. And what I was about to say is Jackson Drake, as much as the way Drake is, you don't want to hurt your opponent.
You never want to see anyone get hurt in this business, but that was...
Ladies and gentlemen, this match has been thrown out.
Still your Evolve champion.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you all so very much for coming out. I hope you really had a great time. Again, remember, that on Thursday, January 22nd, we will be back here at the House of Champions for New Year's Warfare. Again, my name is Matthew Lloyd. This is the ID Showcase Battle of Champions.
going to wrap up.
Have a good night, and God bless you all.
And ladies and gentlemen, again, I appreciate you joining us here on the live stream. Not the way we expected things to end. It's been an awesome night here tonight, but I want to thank you guys again. TheHawkPro.com and WWNLive.com. Places to learn more. And again, as Simon says, I'm Trevin Adams. Thanks for joining us, and
Good night, everyone.
good night.